Welcome to Five Guys Rolling Dice, episode 5. Sorry for getting a little bit of a late start. One of our players was unavoidably detained, but we appreciate you guys hanging in there with us and being in chat. With that, so tonight we are going to be kind of transitioning into Act 2 of our campaign. And so I thought it might be a good idea for us to give you guys a brief recap of what all has happened in the campaign so far, so that, you know, if anybody starts watching us later on, they can come back to this episode and kind of get the backstory of where we're at now. So with that, what we probably could do is just go through and introduce each of the players, and they can go over what their characters are. Everybody here is currently level 12, despite what the Twitch overlay says. It says 11, but they just leveled up. I'll get that fixed. So we do have 4 players. So we will start with Gaius.
Hey, I'm a Paladin, and I'm trying to be lawful good, but I'm a little confused about it. And I accidentally killed a guy once for making me tea, and then somehow that made us go to Innistrad. So there.
All right. Elster?
All right, level 12 monk named Elster. I like to run in and punch the boss first round.
That's pretty much what he does.
Running out screaming a couple times.
One that I can remember. Yeah.
Akrus?
Hey, I'm Akrus. I'm a level 12 Warlock. I'm kind of concerned a little bit, still trying to figure out what's going on in my dark past. I've made some deals with some dark people, and hopefully we'll get to see that come to light soon. Usually I'm area of effect / ranged combat. I try not to get in the middle of things.
Let's be honest, Eldritch Blast
all the time. And whenever you see it in the
like every
chat
other
window,
warlock that has ever existed.
And whenever you see it in the roll chat, the catchphrase is "Say the Lion, Warlock." So my catchphrase for Eldritch Blast is "Say the Lion." And outside of D&D, I'm also the YouTube editor and social media guy. So
Yes.
I gotta go make the go live tweet, so apologies.
He is the force behind all of the social media and YouTube videos and everything. So.
And the wind beneath our wings.
Yes, he is. And Razzler.
Hello, I'm Razzler the Bard, or Razzler the Great, or also known as Razzler the Glorious, the Defender of Light,
Keeper of the Feather,
the Curse of Strahd, and the Keeper of the Feather, and the Songbird of Barovia.
Wow!
I carry many names.
He has a scroll that he just all of his. Yeah.
That's impressive.
That was pretty good.
All right, so those are our 4 players. So I'm going to give a brief overview of the last year and a half of D&D. This group got together right about a little over a year and a half ago. And just as, you know, sort of having everybody kind of understand where everyone's coming from, I've dungeon mastered for a lot of different campaigns. I've played with Gaius. He was in one of my campaigns before. Akrus had played before, but not in quite some time. And Elster, I believe, was new to D&D, as was Razzler, really?
First campaign, yep.
Right, yep.
So we started out with a run through the Lost Mine of Phandelver, if you know that module at all. I'll kind of briefly summarize it for you. This group met in the town of Neverwinter in the northern sword coast of Faerun. They were hired by a dwarf to go down and sort of investigate the disappearance of his brothers in this mine. Through that process, they discovered sort of an evil plot. The big thing that came out of that was that they did find an alchemist by the name of Victor, who had blown off several of his fingers, that was able to make some explosive potions for them that they did end up taking into their next campaign, or the next phase of the campaign. As Gaius mentioned, there was an incident where one of their adversaries were charmed by Akrus and was giving them all this information, invited them into his home, made them some tea, and Gaius, at the urging of his party members, did in fact stab and kill that individual in the back while he was charmed. That caused him to fall out of favor with Torm, the god that he worships. And so he wrote a letter to the Order of the Gauntlet, which was the order of paladins that he's a member of, and asked how he could get back into Torm's good graces. In response, he received a letter back from the High Inquisitor of the Order telling him that there was a group of werewolves that were, or wolves, that were terrorizing a town called Daggerford, which was south of Waterdeep. And it informed Gaius that if he were to go down there and deal with this issue, that might get him back into Torm's good graces. They did so. They traveled down there, and when they entered the woods around Daggerford, a mist kind of surrounded them, and they were transported into the realm of Innistrad, which is Curse of Strahd. I flavored it a little bit from a Magic the Gathering perspective to be more Innistrad. And they just completed that particular adventure.
How long were we in there?
In Curse of Strahd? Oh,
Yeah.
like, what, a year?
You said
Maybe?
2 years in game, and it was at least like a year-ish out of game time.
Yeah, I mean, in real lifetime, it was like a year. Now, what they did find when they returned from Innistrad to the Prime Material Plane was that about 2 years had passed of game time since they had entered the plane initially. So at this point, they have gotten back to the Prime Material Plane. They have traveled to Waterdeep, really just looking to get some rest and relaxation, and kind of reset themselves, kind of get rid of a lot of the treasure that they had accrued through their adventures in Innistrad. And that's kind of where we pick it up tonight. Have I left anything major out?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead.
So I got this letter that said that we had to go to Daggerford, and I had this letter for like, I would say a year, almost a year out of game time, like real life time. And then I finally showed it to the group, and like 2 seconds later, Chris was like, "Oh, that's Soren."
Yeah, I think it was like, Koros Imran or whatever. I'm just like, oh, it's probably one of those puzzles where it's an anagram. And I looked at it for 2 seconds like, oh, Soren Markov. Like,
Yeah.
Right. So I'll kind of fill that lore in of what the party knows at this point. So the letter that Gaius got from the Order of the Gauntlet was from the High Inquisitor, and it signed his name Kavros Imran. And while they were in Innistrad, they did eventually figure out that this actually was an anagram of the name Soren Markov, which is another vampire that was a brother of Strahd. For those of you that know D&D lore, please understand I'm using an updated and very customized version of Curse of Strahd. So I understand that's not in the actual book, but I did this again to kind of bring in some of the Magic the Gathering elements into this campaign. So they discovered that there actually were three brothers that came in with the armies to conquer the valley of Innistrad. Sergei, the oldest, Strahd, who was the middle, and Soren, who was the youngest. They discovered that Soren actually had been able to escape the valley in some way and was on the Prime Material Plane. And again, while they were in Innistrad, they discovered that actually they suspect that this letter was actually sent from Soren Markov, who had jumbled his name around when he took the name of this High Inquisitor. All right. So with that,
Two things.
yes, absolutely, Razzler. What's up?
Oh, perfect. Okay. One, most important thing. I am Razzler the Bard, and when I'm meeting this group, I have slowly turned them into a band featuring Akrus. We've
Yes.
gathered instruments, and we've put on performances, and that's sort of becoming our thing. Sort of our thing that's holding us together.
Yes, they are. This group is known as Razzler and the Dazzlers, featuring Akrus. So, and that's
Kevin and Andy are the Dazzle.
that is a running joke through the campaign a bit.
I'm the left Sparkle and he's the right Sparkle.
That's right.
So
Ew.
kind of like a left Twix, right Twix situation.
We're like the little pinwheels on Dazzler's on Razzler's chest.
Excuse me.
What?
Two, also very important. During your story, you said he was urged by his teammates to do it. No, he wasn't. Mm-mm.
There was a
Over
nod.
exaggeration of that was an
I got it.
over exaggeration of what I could.
Indeed, there was a nod.
Somebody
There
could have had an
was
itch
a
on their
nod.
nose, and that would have been enough. If that's what you're saying. But all right.
I believe how it went was I turned to Gaius and I gave him the nod.
The nod.
And he said, "Okay, sounds great. Let me shank this guy in the back." And it's like, "Oh, okay." Good job,
Well,
Paladin.
Chris muted his mic and sneezed. And
Yeah.
that's the...
I thought
It was a
lawful
very
good was
ambiguous
as simple
move.
as like bad guy there, pointy sword go in bad guy. Worked out.
turns out he wasn't bad. He was friend.
But no, you
Yeah.
keep telling people we urged. Don't worry.
That's all right. You guys
He does it
can.
because I cried to him off stream after it happened.
Yeah, there was some tears involved.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
So that was a big lore dump, and I'm sure there will be more lore that will come out through the campaign as you continue to watch. But I just wanted to kind of take a moment and reset the campaign from where we're going because we obviously had not streamed the previous parts of the campaign. All right, so as we pick it up tonight, you guys are just awakening from your evening's rest at the Sword's Rest, the inn where you are staying in the Trades Ward of Waterdeep. The previous day, you took advantage of the City of Splendors and all of the shopping that it has available. You visited the Riven Shield, which is a magical armor and weapon merchant. I believe Elster did purchase something, and Gaius, you commissioned a scabbard of sorts for your sun sword that you have.
Yep.
You then went to Mofindar's Fine Imports, where you met Kaz, the rather flamboyant and colorful tiefling proprietor.
You throw a
of
picture up
that.
on the stream.
I can, yeah.
We decided we want him in the band.
He's gonna replace me.
Kaz is right there. Oh wait, I can do it better. I can do it this way.
Ooh.
You
Yeah,
do
there
the
we
side
go.
thing.
Yes, dude. I'm glad we brought this up.
And we all need to be wearing shoes like that.
There we go. So that is Casimir Kasthos, who is the main proprietor there at Mofindar's Fine Imports. You guys were able to do some business with Casimir and sold him several items. Razzler, you purchased a rather beautiful blue hat with a big feather coming out of it, and you actually discussed commissioning hats for the rest of the group with Kaz, and he said it would take him a day or two, but he might be able to do that for you.
I got mine.
There you go. That's
Yep.
not exactly what Kaz would give you, but it is a hat.
Close.
So you then went down to a potion shop where you met another interesting individual.
Changed his life forever.
Let
That
me
might have
find
been my favorite
him.
moment in the campaign.
You found
Oh, it puts both pictures up. That's awesome.
Joaquin Yellowtooth, the armless goblin potioner. He apparently had his arms amputated in some event or accident, we don't know, in the past. And you guys went there to buy several potions. The potions were totaling pretty pricey, around 1,500 gold, I believe. But to your good fortune, you guys had kept a prosthetic arm from an individual that you had defeated in Innistrad, as well as 2 books that dealt with amputations and prosthetic making. And you were able to make a trade with this potioner for the arm and both the books for the balance of the potions.
It's just incredible.
At that point, you guys returned back to the Sword's Rest, where you found that there had been a message left for you. And it was a simple summons to the Palace of Waterdeep to meet with a masked lord first thing in the morning. And that was all that there was left there.
We
Bruce.
did go to the
It was
yawning
called
portal
Ma-
and we played, but
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
did go to the yawning portal and you played a gig, made a little bit of silver, and then that's right. You did get a meal and a couple of drinks out of it, and then you went back to
Bruce.
your inn.
What was the person? It was called the Masked. lord, or what was it?
You were summoned to meet with a masked lord of Waterdeep, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. A masked lord. Very vague.
Akrus, would you be interested in going with me to get your armor
Yeah,
before
let's
we
do
go to the
that.
summons?
Yeah, just in case we got to go do something.
Yeah, and I need to get those gloves.
If they're ready.
Oh, the
Oh, wait, no,
gloves
the
are
gloves
just
are already
there.
there.
Those are
Yeah.
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Alright, we'd like to take a small detour first and go to the armor shop to buy stuff that we talked about yesterday.
All right, so you guys wake up that morning. You ask to be awoken before dawn, and you make your way down to the common room of the inn. The morning crew is there kind of cleaning up from the night before. The common room is pretty empty this early in the morning, but you are again sort of served the usual continental breakfast of, some oatmeal, hot cereal sort of a thing, and a sort of flagon of morning mead. And as you're being served, the serving girl that's there sort of looks at each of you and says, "Early day this morning, yes?"
Unfortunately, sometimes you get called to duty. You got to go out and take care of it.
She says, "Well, it's a very exciting day, being Founders Day and all. I hope you have a good time."
Oh, what's Founders Day? Can you tell us about that? We're new to town.
Oh, I thought everyone knew. Of course, Founders Day is the day where all of the city celebrates the founding of our beautiful city here. It's the biggest festival of the year.
Oh, wow.
We don't have a good track record with festivals, but we'll keep it in mind.
She says, "Of course." She sort of gives you your food and sort of scutters off.
It's a good thing you didn't say the last festival. I killed the mayor.
Yeah, well, again, we don't have a good track record, but yeah.
All right,
All right.
so you guys complete your breakfast, and where are you heading?
Me and Akrus are going to zip over to unless you guys all want to go, to the armorer to get his armor and my gloves.
Okay. Yeah. So, oh, that's right. You wanted gloves of something to make you more dexterous, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I think the quote was 800 on those, and I can't remember what your armor was.
I think you said you do them both for 15 or something. I don't quite remember.
Okay.
It was like the armor that, the armor can look like anything you want, but it's studded leather armor.
I just have this feeling if we go to the summons first, then we'll be whisked off, kind of like we were whisked off last time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fancy a stroll this evening or this morning? I'll come with.
What
Yeah,
did the
it was
summons say,
it was called
time-wise?
glamored studded leather armor.
Yeah.
My wife says we're all quiet.
We're all quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to make sure that the
No, like,
Someone
I
listen to
listened
the
for-
stream.
I listened to sound check, but we're all quiet compared to Rick. So I don't know, Rick, if you can either turn your mic down or turn
I
us up.
can turn my mic down, and I can turn you guys up. How about that?
I think
Let's
you were
test that.
okay.
So I turned mine down, and I turned you guys all the way up.
It's really hard to tell when you're on the stream.
Lower us a little bit, and I think we're even.
Lower you guys a little bit. All right, there you go. How's that?
I'm deafening mine, and
Test
so I can
that.
just hear you guys.
Sound check, sound check.
Just
We're a
test.
little bit
1,
louder than
2,
Rick's still
3.
on the stream, but
That's fine. As long as it's close. I don't want
The
you guys
wife's
to be quiet.
the wife gave the thumbs up. She says
All right,
it's
there
better.
you
Okay,
go.
we're good.
Thumbs up. All right, good. All right, so you guys are all heading over to the Riven Shield?
yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way over. It is quite early in the morning, but even this early, you see that there's an unusual amount of
Yeah.
bustle in the streets. There are people out and about, hanging banners, hanging sort of streamers and flags and different colorful tapestries out the window, really just sort of preparing for this festival that's about to happen. You're able to make your way all the way down to the Riven Shield itself, and it is open. You guys good?
Okay.
So you head in, and you're just going to purchase the items. So let me look and see.
Well, I was wondering if he was done with my scabbard yet. He said it could take a day or so.
Yes, he's got it completed, but he does tell you that because of the festival, they're closing at noon. So if you want to pick it up, it needs to be now.
well, we're here, so I will pick it up.
All right. So let's see. So I believe that your gloves were 800, if that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had the armor at 1500, which would be like 23, but I think you guys had knocked him down to 2000.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you want to do that, that's fine, and that'll include the scabbard.
How many platinum? I did something with. I traded my old weapons for the scabbard free
Oh,
of
that's
charge.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. So your scabbard is free. So yeah, so it'd be 200 platinum or 2,000 gold. Your choice.
Did we go to the bank and take out 200 platinum before we came here?
I got
You
it.
guys
We
had-
have it with us.
You had that
Yeah.
bag of platinum from Mofendar's.
We deposited it in the bank, did we not?
No, we did not.
No, you just had it in a pouch. You
No.
guys didn't go to the bank the previous time.
Oh.
Maybe we should do that. I don't know. I'm giving 200 to the dude.
We're at the place, right?
What did we
Talking
put
to
in the
dude.
bank? Didn't we put something in the
I
bank?
thought we.
12,000
I,
We put
silver
the
in the
2,000 silver.
It was more than that. It was like 15,000 silver, something ridiculous, wasn't it?
It was 12,000 silver. I've got
Yeah.
a spreadsheet.
There you go.
Somebody appointed me the banker or something.
All right,
So we're in front of-
Cruz, you hang on one sec. So you have glamored studded leather, is what it's called.
Okay.
Okay. And Gaius, do you recall what the gloves were you want? They were dexterity gloves, right?
Yeah.
Let me look it up here. I can't remember which one.
I don't remember what the name of they are.
My armor class did not go up. Do I have to manually recalculate that?
Did you drag it in?
relating.
I did, and I equipped it.
It may be that your armor class is set to not be calculated, and it's just a set thing. I'll look at it and see here in a sec.
Oh, it says flat. I don't know if...
So
I guess equipped armor. There we go,
All right. I
14.
believe
By the
these
way,
are- yes. So your gloves are
Sorry.
gloves of thievery. So while wearing them, you get a +5 bonus to dexterity checks and any check made to pick locks. So that would improve your initiative rolls and dex checks and all that kind of stuff.
would that be stealth too, or no?
Stealth is a type of a dex check, so it would. Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Okay.
It's basically just a +5 to your dex checks. It doesn't do anything to your actual stats, but it'll add +5 to your dex checks.
Okay. And of course, D&D Beyond doesn't have it, so.
Oh, we can put it.
I should
We'll
be a...
put it in.
should
More
be a
technically
15.
correct, you don't have it on D&D Beyond.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's in there somewhere.
Oh, you'll put it in my inventory, Rich?
I will put it in there at some point, yes. Until
Okay,
then, you
cool.
can just sort of manually add 5 to any dex check.
You should be able to pull it. You can probably pull it in from Forge. That's all Rick's going to do.
Yeah, you might be able to do it from the compendium. Let me look and see.
All right, I'll try it while you do stuff like that. I wanted to try to get it in D&D Beyond, but it's not a big deal.
All right, so are you guys headed
It is
anywhere
in
else
there,
before
Andy.
you go to your meeting?
I think this might work.
I'm gonna look the man in the eyes, dead in the eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Sir, do you have a bag of holding?"
He looks at you and he dead in the eyes, and he says, "I only sell weapons and armor."
So, Andy,
Yeah.
I just put it in
Thanks.
chat. You can drag that to your inventory in the game, and it'll put it in there.
Seriously? Wow.
So just go
That-
to the compendium and pull it over. Oh, you can just do it.
Kevin just did
Drag
it. Wow,
it from
that's
Kevin's.
Forge.
So you can drag it. I did that by dragging it from the compendium to chat.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
really
it may
cool. Thank
not it may not operate quite correctly. We might need to tweak it a little bit. It just depends. Sometimes compendium stuff doesn't work quite correctly, but
Right.
close.
Also, they're invisible. Did you tell us that?
What's invisible?
The gloves of thievery. These gloves are invisible while worn.
Well, once he puts them on, I guess he finds that out.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
you. Sweet. No,
He's
it doesn't
like,
look,
shit, guys, I lost my gloves.
Where'd they go?
Dude, they're on your face. Oh,
it doesn't
your
look
hands.
like they do anything.
Can't find my glasses.
Oh well, it's okay.
All
Well, you have to roll a dex check to get it to do something. Sleight of hand.
Oh, it only says sleight of hand checks.
It does say only sleight of hand and checks to pick locks is what it says.
Plus
Okay,
5
so if
bonus
that's
to dexterity, sleight of hand checks. Well, I'll I'll amend that because
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
that's all
wanted
good.
them for. So I'll fix that. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Sweet.
Anything else you guys want to do before you head over to your meeting?
I'd like to make the glamored studded leather armor look like a fancy vest
Okay.
with ruffles,
Sure.
and it's
Velvet?
purple.
And it's
I
purple.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Very nice.
So,
and
so you put the armor on, and it kind of conforms itself to your body, and then you concentrate for a moment, and it just changes suddenly. And you are wearing a very beautiful, think like 70s tuxedo, ruffles down the middle, spilling out of the front, kind of beautiful purple velvet jacket, kind
I
of
want to look like Prince, basically, right? So,
yes, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Oh yeah.
and before I forget, this is the thing I can do. I got it at level 10. I'd like to declare my fiendish resilience today against fire.
Okay. You may
Wow.
do so.
Cool.
I don't think you've ever done that in the year and a half that we have been playing.
Actually, wait, no, I'm already resistant to fire because I'm a tiefling. I'd like to make it against necrotic.
You're a
It's
tiefling?
necrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I never knew this until
You can't tell anymore because he's wearing this tuxedo that makes
Yeah.
all the tattoos.
And
I knew you were
and
a
all the
tiefling
burn
this
marks
whole
on
time.
his face and everything. The tentacle.
His character sheet has had a tiefling head on it since the dawn of
I think I
time.
completely
How we
forgot.
started.
Wow. Sorry.
All right. So
On our way, is there a shop that would sell bags?
Like a magical
Right.
shop?
several shops that would sell bags, but if you're looking specifically for a bag of holding, you would need to go to a
How did
magical
you
item
know?
shop because you just asked the
Okay.
armor.
That's what he's looking for. Magical
Okay.
item shop.
Well, no, we don't have to stop anywhere, guys. We can go to the meeting.
All right, so you guys make your way down the high road, again passing various individuals preparing for this festival that's coming up.
I want to talk on the walk. I don't want to be like, oh, I think if we did have a bag of holding, I think our group would be better.
I think that you might be right, sir.
Think about the book and the amputated arm.
Yeah. You can
They were
just
heavy.
keep everything, and
Think
then
of so much more stuff you could keep. Yeah.
we
Oh
could have
my
taken that
God.
entire treasure room.
I have so much. Yeah, I have such sticky fingers. It's okay. Let's keep going to the mask guy.
Okay,
This might
we'll
not
go.
end our mission.
We'll go back and get one afterwards if we can.
I agree.
All right.
Can you put dead people in it? You said the air's not in there, but what if somebody was dead?
You could put
Well-
bodies in there theoretically.
will
If it'll
it-
fit
If
in
there's
the
enough
bag
space.
itself.
Yeah.
Will
there
it
needs to be
It'll
preserve them?
fit through the bag.
Through the hole of the bag?
I don't believe it would preserve them. No. Yeah, like the
Just
opening of the
through
bag. I
through
don't-
like the opening of the.
That
How
might
big is
be-
the opening? Is there a dimension that it says, or is it like a
Oh, I
knapsack?
don't-
Is it like a burlap bag?
You're like obsessed with a bag of holding, man. Jeez.
Well, I found out what it is, and I'm very interested.
All right, so just so you know, a bag of holding has it's 2 feet in diameter at the mouth of it, so you probably couldn't.
You'd have to chop the guy up.
Yeah, you would have to dismember the body.
Easy.
It is
That's what he
4
said.
feet deep. It can hold up to 500 pounds, and it cannot exceed more than 64 cubic feet. It weighs 15 pounds regardless of what is in it.
Interesting. Okay.
I
Well, we
think
don't
maybe
even
you
have
wanna-
one yet, guys. So, but that's good
Not
info.
yet, but soon.
You might want a portable hole. Maybe that can hold like a. whole
I've heard
bunch
about that
more.
too, but
Yeah. All
the
right.
portable hole was more interesting too.
All right, so you guys make your way to the Palace of Waterdeep. It is sort of the seat of the council itself. You recall that Waterdeep is governed by 8 lords. There are 7 masked lords and 1 open lord. The open lord is the only ruler that is known to the people of Waterdeep. The masked lords' identities are all kept very secret.
Lord Egeron, right?
Well, that was the first open lord. The current
Oh.
open lord is Lady Laeral Silverhand, who is, you've learned during your time here, she's a half-elven former sorceress who was instrumental in defending the city about 70 or 80 years ago from an attack, and then sort of rose to prominence and was elected as open lord. The other lords, the other 7 masked lords, are all their identities kept secret so that they can make decisions for the city without any influence from outside. So, you approach the palace itself. It is sort of a beautiful, tiled and kind of stucco palace. There, right at sort of at the foot of Mount Waterdeep itself, you look up the mountain and you see that the Griffin roost for the Griffin Riders is up the mountain. You can see some of them sort of flying off in the morning as they begin their morning patrols. And you see the huge statue of the Griffin itself that is up there, one of the fabled standing statues of Waterdeep. Let me get that for you here real quick. I thought I had it. Did I have it? Maybe I don't. No, I don't have it in here. All right. So
Wow.
you approach the gates and you're stopped by a guard, and he just looks at you and he's like, "State your business."
Oh, we have business in the castle. We've been summoned.
Paperwork, please.
I hand him
Pretty
the sheet.
Pretty intrusive.
So he looks at it, looks it over. Is this way? Opens the gate and sort of leads you into the courtyard itself. Through the courtyard's beautifully landscaped with various flowers and fountains and other statuary and things. He leads you into the central area, sort of the main foyer of the palace itself. And he comes to a large oak desk that's there, sort of dark oak, highly polished with years of use. And there's a small humanoid man, kind of bald on the top, graying hair around the sides, spectacles on his nose there. He's writing in a ledger. He looks up and he says, "Business?" The guard says, "They're here to see the open lord. They've got a summons here." The guy looks, flips over a few pages, checks the schedule. "Right. Come with me, please." Sort of stands up, leads you guys off into a side chamber. You guys make your way through, and through several doors, looks at each of you and he says, "You'll have to leave all weapons here before you see the Masked Lord. No weapons are allowed in the Masked Lord's presence."
Why?
Safety, of course.
Oh.
Well,
Hand
All right,
over
I
my staff,
hand
I
over
guess,
my
yeah.
weapons. Yeah.
so be it.
I'll hand him over my rapier.
Okay. You guys
Oh,
hand your weapons over. They're taken by sort of a steward that's there by the side, just sort of taken off to a table right next to the door and laid down there. He says, "Thank you. Please follow me." He opens this big iron door, large iron door, heavily reinforced. He just sort of pushes it open, and you enter a darkened room. There's just a few candles, small fire burning in the fireplace just to kind of burn off the morning chill a little bit. And there is a figure that is facing away from you, sort of looking out of a window that has a sort of a sheer, not a curtain, but just sort of a sheer piece of fabric there that sort of diffuses the light and makes it impossible to sort of see in through the glass. This individual turns and...
Can I ready action?
Sure, what do you want to do?
I want to ready action the cube of force.
Okay. So you
Good.
kind
let's
of,
get really close to him.
you kind of reach... No, he's a good... I mean, this is a huge chamber. He's a good...
No.
30
I'm going to
feet.
stand close to Razzler.
Oh, okay. You're going to kind of cluster together.
Yeah.
All right, Razzler, so you kind of reach into your pocket, you pull out the cube of force that you have, and you're just sort of holding it there, not sure exactly what's about to happen. So this individual turns, and you see... It's hard to say. It is this huge robed figure. The robes are bulky and loose. It's impossible to tell if this is a male or a female. You can't tell anything about the physical form. Their hands are sort of covered almost to, their arms are covered to the hands with these heavy robes. And you can't even tell how tall this individual is because they're wearing this mask that is almost like a headdress. It's a huge vertical piece that comes off of their head. And there's a metallic mask over their face and a black veil over that. In addition, the shoulders are sort of unnaturally located higher than you would think, so you can't even tell where the neck is and where the shoulders begin.
Got a picture? That's... They're... Whoa.
So this individual turns to you and he says, and it's sort of his or her, it's hard to tell because it's just sort of muffled by this mask that they're wearing. Hang on 1 second.
Is it Meepo?
I hope it's Meepo.
So close.
Hello there!
But muffled.
So this entity turns to you and just sort of this masked voice, this muffled voice says, "Are you the group known as Razzler and the Dazzlers?"
That's them.
Featuring Akrus.
We've been called that before.
We have heard of your accomplishments. Is it true that you were linked to the appearance of a valley not far from here? A valley that had been gone for some centuries?
Some would say yes.
And
It
we
is
have
true.
heard from the inhabitants there that you were essential in the defeat of an ancient vampire and the imprisonment of an evil entity.
I would say essential, yeah, definitely. Probably underline that.
More like critical.
Yeah.
We, the Council of Waterdeep, have use for you. He says,
We're not cheap.
Go on.
He says, there have been a series of occurrences near the small town of Rivermoot, not far from here. The area has been besieged by giants, various forms of giants. That is what's curious about it. These giants seem to be working together for some common purpose.
Do giants not usually work together?
Giants are very territorial and tribal. They never work together. We have sent a group from the Order of the Gauntlet, and they have yet to return. That was some 6 or 8 weeks ago.
Who did you send?
It was a group recommended by their High Inquisitor.
What was his name, guys?
Avril Lavigne.
Avros.
Kovros Imran.
Yeah. If I were you, I would watch the High Inquisitor like a hawk.
Man.
There's something not right.
Shh.
We
Lawful
watch
good,
many things in Waterdeep very closely, but we've never had any reason to doubt the loyalty of the Order.
And neither do we.
These giants seem to be more interested in kidnapping villagers and taking them hostage versus looting or pillaging as usual.
Do you think maybe they're being controlled or manipulated by someone or something?
That is possible, but unclear.
Does Waterdeep have any enemies?
We have many enemies, many who would choose or try to take over our fair city and ruin the prosperity that we have here. But we do have a duty to the citizens of the area to protect them.
Can I roll a check to see if I believe any of what he's saying?
Yeah, roll an insight check with disadvantage.
What?
Because he's in a complete robe uniform. You can't see his face at all. Nothing.
I would also like to see if I believe this person,
Yeah,
if I may.
Insight
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
I could cast Zone of Truth on these bozos.
That's true.
I'm not sure you'd be able to cast anything here, my man.
Yeah, maybe not.
All right, so that's not great.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with disadvantage, but I rolled a 12. It's probably not going to be much higher than
Really
that.
difficult to read. You don't get any obvious feelings of deception, but very difficult to read. So he continues and says, "We sent our best spy in to gather information several weeks ago. She has yet to return.
You should hire a Bothan.
Our offer for you is to travel to Rivermoot, determine why these giants are working together, and maintain and secure the safety of the villagers. If you do this, you will be paid 2,000 gold pieces up front and 8,000 gold pieces upon your successful return.
Each?
Total."
No.
Thought I heard each.
So you
May
want
I
us to
consult
kill
with these guys, my friends, for a
multiple
second?
giants for about 10k gold?
You do not have to kill the giants, you simply have to determine why they are working together and ensure the safety of the local population.
All right, let me talk to my friends, please. Everybody, do you want to huddle?
Yeah.
Take your time.
Okay.
He just turns around and faces the window again.
Guys, how
Super
much?
serious, bro.
How much was the tavern?
Take your time.
Tell him to double it.
But remember, my time is
That's
valuable.
what I wanted to know is how
So
much is
please
that
don't
tavern in a
discuss for
house?
2 hours.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, how much was Rick? How much did we think we'd find out a tavern was?
That was 50,000.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like 5,000 or 6,000 for like a low-level tavern.
Oh, then 10,000.
Oh, 5,000 for a low-level tavern?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
And this covers it.
10's a lot of money.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
do
but
we
it could
even
be
have
20.
10 right now?
No.
I'm not sure. It could be 20.
Well, we got Razzler. It
Well,
can be anything we want it to be.
I don't think that's how that works.
The last time we went on an errand, we were gone for 2 years. Tell them to double it.
Right? You know, like...
I mean, they can say no, and I think we'll probably still take it.
Negotiate.
Okay.
Do your
Yeah.
thing.
Do
your
your
thing,
thing,
buddy.
Razzler.
Hi, buddy. Masked bud. Masked lord.
Lord, yeah, there you go.
He turns back around and just sort of stands there silently.
Well, we do want to help, but we need a little bit more compensation.
What do you require?
Well, you were talking about AK on our return, and 2K up front. How about 2K each up front, and then 8K on return, and we will definitely succeed on this mission.
Pretty good.
This is unacceptable.
Why?
I will increase the offer to 4,000 up front and 8,000 upon your return. But that is all I am authorized to give you.
We need potions,
I
man.
give Razzler the nod.
No, no!
And that's how we fought the cops of Waterdeep.
Okay, we'll take it.
So the figure just nods. You see this huge headdress just sort of come forward and back, silently turns, and leaves through a side door.
Man,
Where's
no
the
information.
gold and information? That
That
was the
moment-
information?
As soon as the door closes, that big iron door that was behind you opens, and you see the same individual that brought you in say, "Please, this way. Your audience has concluded."
Follow.
Follow.
Why are the leaders of Waterdeep so creepy looking?
You follow him.
Or secrecy, but
He provides you with your weapons. He hands over a leather bag.
a leather bag of holding.
Holding.
Inside the leather bag is what you estimate to be 4,000 gold pieces.
Let's
All right,
count it
let's.
right here.
Yep. Let's sit on the
One,
steps
2,
and count this
3.
gold.
2 hours later.
I want to roll to see if one of my stacks rolls over.
So we got this. We
It does. We got to start over.
Yeah.
We got this pile of coin, right? Is the person we got it from still here?
It was given to you by the steward there, the same guy that brought you
Right.
in. He just gave it to you.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, do we need to try to find out about the order, the group from the order that was sent? Like, look for them. He said a spy was sent. Should we be, like, looking out for the spy, or?
Yeah, ask this guy. We need some names. We need to know
Wow.
who was the spy, what the name of the spy was, and who in the order was sent. Can you help us with that?
He looks at you and he says, "One moment." He sort of steps back through yet another side door in this castle that seemed to, or this palace, that seemed to be just sort of a piece of wood paneling, and he just kind of pushes on it and it opens. He steps in and it closes again.
That's a good question, Elster.
A few moments later, he returns. Says, "I am authorized to tell you only that the spy that was sent in goes by the name of Kira,
Like Kira?
Kira.
Okay.
Otherwise, I
Okay.
have no other information. I'm sorry."
Okay. But there was a group from the order was sent that we could inquire somewhere else about?
Yes.
Okay.
A group of young paladins from the Order was sent in at the order of the High Inquisitor himself to attempt
Okay.
to quell this uprising of giants.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you guys want to go see the High Inquisitor?
So he
Well, we don't
escorts
necess- Yeah, that's
you,
Okay.
escorts you out of the palace, out into the courtyard, to the front gate. You're escorted out front by the guards. The gate's kind of behind you, and you are once again in the flow of the bustling streets of Waterdeep.
Okay. I feel like we should try to find out something about the group that was sent. We don't necessarily need to speak directly to the High Inquisitor, but if we go to the Order and talk to someone about this mission,
Yeah.
seems like we have an in, you, to talk to them. So they'd be more willing to talk to us.
And
as a
this
group.
mission, I guess, too. I mean, I don't know. But, Razzler, would you like to go buy a bag of holding?
Yeah, we can definitely stop at a shop on our way.
Do you guys mind if I completely forgot I was gonna try to buy a better shield? Is that okay if we stop back there for a second too?
I feel like this is interesting that you only bring this up now that we have more money.
No, I forgot about it.
Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. I needed to go back to that shield place. No, I'm teasing you, Andy. I don't
I
care
know,
if you
I
want
know.
a shield, but you need to work for it yourself. You need to get it.
You got to make
No more
4,000
haggling
gold
from
worth
you?
of bongo playing, right?
Oh, I don't think it's gonna cost that much.
So as you guys step out into the streets itself, you see a huge amount of commotion and bustle off to the north in several of the areas that are open, these sort of open courtyards and such. You see these huge platforms being constructed and erected, and there's sort of these, again, more banners and flags being draped around in preparation for this festival. You get the impression that there's going to be events, there's people setting up like archery ranges, there's another place where they're putting up all these tables for some reason. You get the impression there's going to be a lot of interesting events going on later in the day.
Archery contest?
For the
So-
least dexterous person in the group, yes, an archery contest.
Is there any like I mean, I'm assuming it's like a carnival, so are there any like booths or anything that would sell trinkets that would kind of like, to someone from here, say Waterdeep, like a
want,
symbol
like, a
or
keychain?
something. Yeah,
Oh
something
my
like that
God.
maybe.
You mean like for the festival itself? Like
Yeah,
commemorating
or
the
just
festival?
maybe something like that. Something that we could like, have with us that would maybe suggest to someone from Waterdeep that we also came from Waterdeep.
Roll an investigation check.
Want to put it with your Innistrad thimble?
It's more for like if we need to. My idea is more for like if we need to let someone know from without saying to everyone where we're from.
Oh, that actually does make sense.
So you're kind of making your way back towards the Riven Shield at Gaius's request to go look, for possibly a
Right.
shield for himself. And you ask around, and yeah, I mean, you do actually find a guy that's kind of pushing a cart along, and it's got almost like Mardi Gras beads, right? Different colored beads that the different, locals are grabbing and putting around their neck, getting ready for the festival. And you do find a couple that are differently colored, brightly colored beads with a little medallion on the center that just says 1524 DR Festival of, Founders Festival, that sort of thing.
Okay. I would like to purchase one of those.
Sure, they're very inexpensive. They're only one
Yeah,
copper
sure.
a piece. They're very cheaply made. So.
Okay, so it's like a string of beads with a
Yeah,
medallion.
with a little medallion on it. You can. What color would you like?
How about like a blue, or green, or greenish blue?
Yeah, there's like a brightly colored, kind of a vibrant blue that's there that you can get. They have all different sorts of colors.
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Do you guys want to deposit this gold too, or?
Probably don't need to be carrying it around once we
Yeah.
leave. But
I want to get to that store first.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
your subclass, Kevin?
what's that?
What's your subclass?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're asking me.
Whiteout asked, "What's Elster's subclass?" I'm making a
Oh,
level 5
monk.
open hand monk.
Oh, I'm a monk. That's my
Yeah,
class.
But what's your specialty? Aren't you monk of the open hand, or was it?
Yes, Order of the Open Hand, I think.
Yeah, open hand.
I can look.
yes.
Order of the Hairy Palm?
No.
And just for historical sake, I was testing out the Way of Mercy monk. It's a playtesting beta type thing earlier in our campaign, and when we moved to this thing, it became kind of an issue to deal with those abilities. So I said, screw it, and I went to the actual one from the book, Way of the Open Hand.
Cool.
I think. That's why I used to have the mask and everything. That was all Way of Mercy stuff. That's no longer happening.
Oh, gotcha.
Good,
All right.
All right.
Razzler is back.
So you guys make your way to the Riven Shield once again. And it is, at this point in the morning, it's probably 10 o'clock. There's not very many people in the shop at all. They're sort of just kind of taking a look around. You see a few patrons, but otherwise not very much going on. The owner kind of looks at you and he says, "Something wrong with what you purchased?"
I hear you got. No, we
Go ahead,
actually
sir.
really like it.
Two questions. One, I'm kind of looking for a shield. This thing has seen some, seen some wear and tear.
Uh-huh.
And two, can you point us to where we might be able to pick up a magic item like a portable hole or a bag of holding?
Well, I do have a shield that might work for you. And he sort of turns around behind and he picks up this big tower shield. It's got like it's made of fine steel. It's highly polished. It's got a sling to go across your back, etc. He pushes it towards you and he says, "It's got a moderate enchantment on it."
That's basically what I'm looking for, is a moderate enchantment. How much for that?
1,200 gold pieces.
I tell you what, I'll throw in my shield to you if you give it to me for 900.
Your shield is crap.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chuckle.
it's
I chuckle.
this
not
man
that
knows
bad.
shields.
Your shield honestly is worthless. As you said, it's battered. It's not even magical. It cost me more to melt it down.
The thing about it is, buddy, we've just done a lot of business with you, and it seems to me like we're going to be headquartering in Waterdeep for a long time, and we need somebody just like you to help equip us. If you can do me a little bit of a deal, then I think that there's no need to go look anywhere else for our equipment needs.
Roll a persuasion check.
I will say, we just got equipped. Why would we need to?
Yeah,
I didn't
but,
say it
you
out
know,
loud, but
Where is my character sheet? There it is. Persuasion.
Yep.
Okay.
Heh.
Yeah.
not
He
bad.
looks at you and he kind of looks you up and down and he goes, very persuasive. 1,198 gold pieces.
That's pretty good for your shield.
Meet him in the middle. 11.99.
All right. I tell
That's
you
what that persuasion roll was like.
1,100, and it's yours. Or 1,100.
So he looks at you and he goes,
Can you do a little bit better? Come on.
1,100 and only because it's Founders Day.
And if you leave immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. 1,100.
Tired of looking at
All
you.
right, 1,100 gold pieces, and it is a +1 shield.
Okay. Is that minus 100? Is that 110 platinum? Is that-
Yes, 110
Yeah.
platinum.
All right,
Okay.
so this is the armor. Is that where we are?
Yes, the
Yeah.
wooden
Yeah.
shield.
Okay. I'm gonna show him my bracers that I'm wearing
Yeah.
and say, would you have any? These are pretty good. These have served me really well. Would you have anything that could maybe protect me better than these?
What do you have?
Or trade? I have bracers of defense. I know they're really good. So I don't know if there's like a slightly better version or that's the max. But
He looks
we'll
at him
try.
and he goes, he's kind of, again, he takes them from you and you see his eyes kind of flash white again, as similar to when he had looked at previous stuff. He goes, these are as good as I can do.
Top of the line. All right, cool. Appreciate you looking at them. Thank you.
All right, what else? Anything in the ribbon shield?
I'm
That's
good.
all for me. That's finally that's that.
Do you have any shoes that can make you fly? Wink, and then I head out the door.
Who's
You
your?
just gotta-
I don't even wait for a reply.
You
Yeah.
hear him just grumbling behind you as you leave.
Where
then-
can we find the? We were wondering where we can find a bag of holding.
You asked me that before, and I told you I only sell weapons and armor. And he kind of shoves you out.
No.
closes the
We're
door,
wondering. Fair enough.
Closes
Okay,
up.
so-
You see in the window, it kind of the sign flips from open to closed for this festival.
What time of day is it? Is it noon?
It's getting around 10, 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's getting there. The
Okay.
festival itself is starting to kick up. You see more people moving around. You see music playing. You're starting to see different vendors open up their carts. Different things are being sold. You know, caramel apples there.
Maybe we should check Movendar's guys. Go ask, at least ask him. He seemed nice, and maybe he could tell us. He's more of an eye for things like that, maybe.
I agree.
Sure. Yeah, I think that we definitely.
We're close to
need that.
Movendar's, right?
Yeah, you're not far.
Yeah, we're passing the Virgin Square
Let's see.
Yep. By Scroll Street and Quaff Alley.
and Simple Street.
All right, where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it.
Soothsayer.
Oh, here it is. All right, so yeah, so you guys, you're gonna head up to Mofindar's.
Yeah, just to see. I don't know that he's gonna have them, but to ask if he would know. He likes fanciful things. That's a pretty nice item.
So
Plus, you can be Mofendar for a minute.
That's the real reason.
Yeah.
that's what I was hoping for. You guys make your way up to Mofindar's fine imports, and you find Casimir himself, like locking up the shop, getting ready to leave. And as you guys walk up, he turns around and he goes, "Hello!"
Hello, Kaz. Great, sir. I bow before him.
And he sort of bows deeply, you know, sort of very flourishingly. He says, "I'm so glad you're here. I just finished your hats 1 minute." And he sort of excitedly kind of unlocks the door, goes back inside, comes back out with 3 hat boxes.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
He sort of
This is
puts
better
them-
than we could have asked for.
He puts them on the stoop in front of him there, and he says, so busy getting ready for the festival and all, but here, you'll love these. He sort of takes the tops off of each one, and it's the exact same style as the hat that Razzler has, sort of the Robin Hood pointed on one end, long feather coming out, but each one is a different color. There's a yellow one, a bright red one, and then there's a green one. That's to go with Razzler's
Oh.
sky blue one. He says, "What do you think?"
I love him.
Oh, I was hoping you would. Yes. He sort of takes it and he says, okay, who's yellow? Come on.
I bet Gaius loves yellow.
I thought the same thing. Goes over, puts it on Gaius' head. He goes, red? Hmm?
I step
Oh,
forward.
that's a. Yeah, I was about to say, Akrus seems like a red guy.
He sets it on your head. He goes, oh, it sets you up so beautifully. He goes,
Then I'd
I
like
agree.
to.
you, quiet one, green it is. Comes over, puts it on your head.
Tip my head down. Yeah.
He sort of steps back. He looks at each of you in just a moment. He goes, oh, it's perfect.
I want to take it and see if I can flip it and land it back on my head.
Roll a dexterity check to do that one, my friend.
While he's doing that, I'd like to touch the armor and turn it red and have it match my hat.
Ah, very good. You do so, and he sort of steps back and he goes, amazing.
All right, I rolled a
And
21.
you absolutely successfully just sort of do a little, and it lands right back on your head. And he goes, you do have talent.
I gave him a
Ted.
wink.
We had a question. Do you know anybody around here selling a portable hole or a bag of holding?
What are you looking for that for? Those are pricey items.
Well, we have some history with holes. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Don't we all?
Oh dear.
Well, we've got quite a lot of things that we'd like to bring with us. We're adventurers, remember? And
We don't want to. We may need to store our hats in a tussle and keep them safe. So
yeah, unique business.
So he looks at you and he goes, just a moment. Steps back
good
to the
here.
shop, unlocks everything, and comes back out.
got
He comes back out with this bag, and it's kind of patchwork. It's got multiple different patterns and colors of silk across it. Very sort of bright and colorful. And he goes, looks around, kind of checks to make sure no one's listening. He goes, don't tell anyone I have this, but I'll sell it to you if you want.
Oh, for sure. Thank you. A personalized bag of holding, I would love it.
He sort
I want to look and make sure it is a bag of holding, or can I just
How are you gonna
roll
do
to
that?
see? I don't know.
Just
Bruce,
put a
can
big
you
thing
tell?
inside and see if it stores, right?
Yeah. Can you
I guess
tell,
does it
Chris?
look like a bag that would hold stuff?
I mean,
I
all
mean,
bags hold stuff unless
I
there's
mean, it
holes in
looks
it.
like a regular bag at this point.
I trust him deeply. So let's do this.
Let's just put a here. Put my shield in it. Does it go all the way in?
Well, it has to be able to fit inside the 2-foot wide mouth, so you can't fit a shield in there.
I trust him. I already said I don't. I retract everything. I trust him deeply.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So he sort of looks at you and he goes, for you, special deal,
Oh, for a special friend.
1,500 gold pieces.
I look at my friends. Do you think we need to kill any more vampires?
You never know.
For going on
I
this
mean,
kind of a spending spree, maybe.
I like this dude. I say you just pay full price and
Yeah, just-
maybe a little on the top and just blow his mind.
All right. How about I will give you 1,000 gold and 2 jewels worth 250 gold each. Gems.
He sort of takes the gems, he looks at them, kind of holds them up in the light. He goes, deal. Takes it,
Oh, perfect.
goes back into the shop, puts everything
Kaz,
back
did you
there.
catch our act?
Yeah, we showed you out last night. We played your jingle.
So he's locking up and he goes, I wasn't able to get over to the portal last night. I had a hot date, but do you play the jingle? Tell me about this jingle. What happened?
We just started our first appearance there. We're gonna hopefully get a lot more stage time. We've talked to them. They've liked us, so
And you're mentioning
soon we'll be on the main
Gryffindors,
stage.
right?
Oh my god, immediately.
Excellent. Well, I'm off to the festival. Sort of
Have
starts
fun.
to walk
Awesome.
down. He's like,
Right,
"Ta-da!"
we tip our hats to you.
And you just hear him as he goes, as he kind of walks away. You guys do that, and he just goes, "Oh!" and just keeps walking.
Well,
All right.
awesome. What a great guy.
So you
Doesn't
now
know
have
anything about
one
jewels, but
multicolored bag of holding.
Fuck yes. How do I add? Let me see.
Alright,
Did you
so
have
that
1K in your inventory, or is Gaius taking it out?
I
got the
did
money.
not put the 1K from
Okay, so just
our
take it out.
thing in, so I don't even have to take it out. I didn't put it in there yet. But,
I added.
yeah,
we
thank
just got
you.
4,000.
So it comes out of that, and then your shield.
Oh
came
yeah,
out of
take
too,
that out,
right?
please.
Yeah.
And
Take out my
then
1,000.
minus 1,000. Yep.
1,100. It's 2,100
Okay. Oh,
total.
No, he paid in platinum for that.
Oh, okay.
yeah. No, I'm talking about the bag of
The
holding. It was
The
1,000.
4K
Right?
we got, yeah.
How do I
Oh,
take
bag
it?
of holding was 1,000 plus the gems. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to go
I gotta
festival,
figure
or
out-
do we want to go fight some giants?
Ignore that. I'm testing something.
Wow, that's quite a bonus you have there.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
next
I'm
bonus,
testing
yeah.
something. I think I typed something wrong.
How do I add this bag to my inventory?
Why is that like?
I've
You'll have
searched
to do-
it in the
Bag of holding,
DDB
click.
items.
Yeah, it should have a bag of holding. Just drag it.
Every time I drag it, Oh, that's probably why. Because my dude's on a pop out.
Oh, yeah. Take it out of pop out and open it up, and then just drag it.
Easy peasy. Oh, fuck yeah. So now I can hold up to 500 extra pounds of inventory.
500 inventory, no more than 64 cubic feet, and it weighs 15 pounds no matter what's in it.
And it's got to fit through a
Empty
2-foot
your-
opening, right?
Just to fit through a 2-foot opening. That's correct.
Oh, we are going
Thank
to
you, Rick.
loot everything.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
great.
I hope, dude, if you introduce any character under 2 feet, they're in the bag. We're keeping them.
That's how they die, by the way. That humans or living things can't enter the bag because they will die.
But it's not on my conscience because I didn't see what happened. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
All right, Andy. If you do all those steps, it should successfully add 5 to your dex checks.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so you guys leave Mofendar's and you go back out onto the high road as it turns into Waterdeep Way, and you see that the festival itself is kind of kicking into full gear. You see various people, performers, kind of some of them on stilts coming through with sort of brightly colored costumes on. There's different places that are selling, candied apples and fried cakes with powdered sugar on them.
Yeah, I want funnel cakes.
Usually,
me too.
State fair food.
I'll take one.
Deep fried butter.
Yes, deep fried butter, absolutely. So you
I
guys
am
The
not
giant turkey
taking-
legs from Disney.
After those dream pies, I'm not taking a single confection from anybody on the streets.
Are there any like small kegs of non-alcoholic beer, like a root beer type thing?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I love these investigation checks, baby.
I give Razzler the elbow and I say, "Hey, how about some ale?"
That is true. I whip out the cup and pour a cup of ale in it.
I'm looking
Or
for turkey
fill
leg
it
root
with ale.
beer state fair situation here.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit. I mean, you guys are kind of making your way down, following the crowd. The crowd all seems to be moving towards the palace area where you were before. And as you're kind of moving with the crowd, you find turkey leg, you find root beer, you find ale. There's all sorts of different things that people are selling as you guys kind of move through the streets.
All right, I'm gonna buy all of those things. So,
Yes, I'd like a funnel cake.
how much should I knock off?
Like 5 silver. It's pretty cheap.
Perfect. Yeah.
All this stuff.
Hey, by the way, guys, do you guys all have like spending money, your own kind of spending money? Because I'm keeping track of the big stuff, but not anybody,
yeah.
everybody's personal. Okay.
Yeah, I
like-
didn't merge in my stuff with everybody's
Yeah.
when we went to.
I think I have like 250 gold. Yeah, I have 285 gold. So
So you make your way with the crowd all the way up to the main market, which is where the sort of the center of the festival itself seems to be. And you make your way in, and you see that indeed this is where all of the events and things you can compete in this festival are located. You see different people around, sort of hawking their games. One guy is up on a platform with some tables there. And he's like, "Come here, test your mettle in the drinking game." And another one is like just has a small little table there, and he's got sort of the ball in the cup thing where he's moving the cups around, and you have to follow the ball to win. There's another one where you kind of walking through and you hear this ding, and you look over and there's this big tower there, probably like 10 feet or so, with a bell on top, and it's the classic, kind of hit the hammer on the thing and try and ring the bell, strength check. You see in another area, there's the town sort of guard has set up an archery range where they're allowing people to test their archery skills. You see one area where there is arm wrestling on this big sort of platform, and there's these two huge hulking men that are there. It's kind of, and you see one other spot where there's a little halfling individual up there, sort of brightly colored, and he's coming because, come here, guess the smell, 5 silver if you're a winner.
He's going in the bag.
What's his shoulder width? That's what Razzler's going to be asking constantly. With the shoulders greater or less than 2 feet?
Well, now if you put somebody in feet first and had their arms up, you could get past the shoulder width there a little bit. It'd give you a lot of leverage.
One arm up, one arm down, kind of thing. So it's...
Yeah, get you really in there.
And then lastly, in the center of all of this commotion, you see a table, and there's a large banner over the top of it, and at the top it says, "Register for the Champions Tourney."
Oh, we gotta go do that. We gotta go enter Gaius and that.
Yeah, let's go be the
I
champions.
don't know, man. Razzler, look at him. He's got all the shiny armor now, too.
And the titles.
You're our champion.
And the
We've been over this.
Razzler, did you get the bag of holding into your inventory?
I should have, yes.
Do you know how to figure? Oh, I was just wondering if you knew how to get it. Okay. Like the actual item, or did you just type?
Yeah,
it in?
I went to the little thing in
Perfect.
VDB inventory and then found it and then dragged it on. It's right. I got it.
Okay.
Are you wearing that armor?
Of course.
Awesome. That's cool.
I haven't taken it off. It smells bad.
That's even better. You know the true way of the armor.
I'll never take it off.
I have never taken my armor off the entire time we were in Innistrad.
That's
All
gotta
right, so what do
smell
you guys
awful.
do?
Thing with us is I can prestidigitation and be nice and good looking. You just smell like a dirty paladin.
You keep prestidigitationing us. You keep
Sometimes.
us clean and snazzy.
Sometimes.
Something.
You know what? So out of character, something we could probably do right now that Rick hasn't planned for, if we could find it, is get another extra dimensional space, stick them together, and suck ourselves into the astral plane. Do you think he's ready for that?
All right, let's do that.
We can do that.
There's
Yeah, that's
bad things happen.
it's a
when you
one-way
stick
portal,
out.
baby. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
coming
do
back
that.
to that.
That would be
I'm all
end
for
of-
adventure.
End of campaign and beginning of campaign number 2.
Okay, I'm just thinking that's probably not planned for.
We're not going Guardians of the Galaxy here. It's not like you're going to go fight Thanos.
No. We don't want to do that either. I'm just saying. I was reading the description. Right, the last paragraph is placing it inside something by like a handy haversack, portable hole, or similar item. Destroys
Yeah,
both and sucks you into the astral plane.
Yup.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's bad.
I bump Gaius a little with my elbow and point him up. Why don't you go redeem yourself in the arm wrestling? That's how we got into this mess.
Have you guys arm wrestled before, the two of you?
We kind of did off to the side, yeah.
To each other?
I
Us?
think we had
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah,
Gaius
over a
versus
year
Razzler.
ago. That's the only reason that we went on this adventure. He showed up with the thing, and I was like, "If you can arm wrestle me, I'll do it." And I won. And then the name was the Razzlers and the Razzlers and the Dazzlers because of the arm wrestling, right?
Oh yeah. Oh man, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Holy cow! Yeah, I remember that.
Just pulling lore out everywhere tonight.
All right. I'll go up and.
I'd say there's a 50-50 shot I could beat either one of you in arm wrestling.
So you're heading over to arm wrestling?
Well, what's the
Yeah,
Champions
let's both-
Challenge, right?
Let's both do it.
Okay.
All
Did they say what the prizes were at the
They
booth
have
or
not
whatever?
yet. You guys head over to the arm wrestling table, the booth there. It's a large, just sort of platform that's been set up, and there's an arm wrestling table right in the middle. And as you pull up, there's these two huge men that are just got sweat's kind of beating on their forehead and coming down. And eventually, someone and the crowd goes, "Ah!" And the sort of the guy that's running is like, "There you have a winner!" And he says, "Here's your 1 gold, sir." And he turns around and he says, Who else will challenge? 5 silver to enter, 1 gold if you win."
Ooh, that's good.
I'm interested.
Miss? All right, which one of you is going first? There is a champion there that's this big, pretty huge-looking guy, big old shoulders to here, kind of not much of a neck, big old arms. He kind of looks at you and goes like, "You're not strong enough."
I put an outstretched hand to Gaius and say, "You first."
Okay.
Ladies first.
5 silver.
Age before
5
beauty.
silver to enter, please.
That's true.
All right, so
All right.
you kind of get up there and you put your hand down and they kind of lock hands with this guy. He's got these huge, meaty hands that are all calloused. They kind of almost dwarf yours as each kind of comes over the top of your hand. And they kind of take a little piece of cloth and kind of wrap it around your hand so that you can't, break your grip off. And he looks at you and he's like, "You're ready."
Yeah.
All right.
You ready to lose, buddy?
And the guy running the event kind of puts his hand on your both hands. And he says, "On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll a athletics check, please, Gaius."
All right. Athletics check.
Oof.
So immediately, this guy the power is just shocking. It almost just rips your arm over. He just kind of, and you're like, "Oh!" And you're almost down, but you can roll another strength check, please. Athletics.
Now I'm getting serious.
Oh, you're able to pull back. Oh, it's coming back towards the middle. Roll a third one.
Okay.
Oh,
Boom.
you're able to bring it past the center, and you see him sort of this look in his eye of surprise as you start to bring it over, and you're kind of getting the leverage now. We'll roll one last check to see if you can pin him down.
Okay, here we go.
And as you do it, you say, "What do you say?"
I say, "You look cute in a dress, buddy."
Oh.
With that, he looks at you, and he gets just furious look on his face, and it's just, your arm goes all the way back, and you're not even prepared for it. It's just like, and you lose, you hit the thing, and he...
Wow. I was expecting, "May I speak to you about our Lord and Savior, Torm?"
Oh, that would have been pretty good. All
right,
But
so
yours was
Gaius,
good, too.
unfortunately, you are not successful in the arm wrestling competition. Razzler, would you like to take a turn?
Yes.
All right, Razzler, you step up, same thing.
Yeah. I wipe my hands and put down and say, "I hear you're a pretty strong guy."
He just sort of looks at you and grins. You gonna do the backwards hat like over the top Sylvester Stallone, kind of a thing?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm down. Like Cobra.
Good call. Good call.
All right, so once again, your hands are put together, wrapped, and the contest begins. Roll your athletics check.
All right, do better than me.
Oh, almost immediately, you just kind of overpower him, and you got him on the ropes. Roll again.
Oh boy.
Oh, and with that, he's able to pull you back towards the center. Roll a third time.
What do I have to beat?
It's a progressive check, and with that, you kind of just and you bring his head all the way down, and you are declared the victor. Everyone, he kind of looks at you, and he just nods with respect. Shakes your hand,
So
and just-
strong.
Nice.
All right,
I take
so
my
you
1
have-
point.
You have one gold piece. With that,
I
you kinda
wink it.
sit
I
down.
flip it and then wink at Gaius as I'm hopping off the stage.
Not bad, buddy. Not bad.
All right, what else you guys gonna do?
Andy, are you proficient in strength as a skill?
Shouldn't I? Should I be?
I don't know.
He's not
They're
as
like
proficient
choices.
as me. I got to choose.
On your character sheet
proficiency
is strength
twice.
checked.
Oh,
No.
Then you are not proficient, and that's why you don't get the proficiency bonus.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
There you go.
So he beat that guy, huh?
You did. You guys have any other events you want to attend or check out?
I considered trying to arm wrestle him, and then as we met hands, stun him.
Stun check.
oh.
Dude, do it. Do it.
No, it doesn't work for checks. It only works for saving throws, like auto fail, so he can still kick my ass.
Keep going. I'm gonna.
I like how you started it on us. You're like, I bet I could beat both of you. You know,
That's right. I was gonna try it, like when we clap hands, use my key, and then just.
All right, so the other events you have are the drinking game, The guy
No,
that's
thank
moving
you.
the ball around in the cups, try and follow that. There is the
Okay.
ring the bell with the big hammer. There is archery. There is guess the smell.
I want to do
There
guess
is
the
the
smell.
champion's tourney.
None of those really ring to my abilities, I don't think. So I'll try. He wants to do the champions or the guess the smell. I'll do the cups game
Okay.
in whatever order. I
Curious.
don't care.
All right.
I'm super interested in this Akrus.
All right.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
so,
Guess the
so
smell.
Akrus, you head up to the booth for guess the smell, and it's just sort of this big banner across the top, and it just says guess the smell. And there's this one individual that's there, and right as you're walking up, there's just laughter from the crowd as this guy kind of stands up and shakes his head and walks off stage. And the hawker that's running the game sort of says, "Who's next? Who's next? Guess the smell."
I step on up.
All right, you come up and he's like, "Here's how the game is played. 5 silver to enter. You get 3 guesses on 3 smells. For every correct guess, you win 5 silver. Are you ready to play?"
Yep, I hand over 5 silver.
So he sits you down in the chair and he puts a blindfold across your eyes, and he puts a little earmuffs on your ears so you can't hear or see. And and the first smell is brought to you. Roll a perception check.
Oh goodness.
Next to Gaius. Ah, that's a terrible roll anyway, it doesn't matter.
So
That's only for saving
this
throws.
one,
too,
all
though.
you
Yeah,
can
okay.
really get is that it's just very sour. You get just this sour kind of bitter smell.
And we guess bad milk.
He's oh, bad milk. I'm sorry, no, that was lemons. Lemons was the correct answer. Here's your second smell. He brings
Different,
Yeah,
different
it's sour.
word of sour. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your perception check this time.
Man, these are trash.
All right,
Okay.
so this time
You can have the rest.
it's fairly sweet, almost sickly sweet, kind of almost floral.
Floral. Lavender.
I would have guessed honey.
So he says, lavender was the guess. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are fresh cut daisies. Oh,
Oh,
geez.
so
Close.
difficult.
Jeez.
And now for your third smell.
I thought these were gonna be like bad smells. Dude, these rolls, buddy.
Get them
This
out of the way,
one-
man.
This one smells a combination of sort of musty and rotten.
Is this somebody's ass?
What is your guess?
It's my guess. Somebody's butthole.
He's like, oh, that is correct. It is a dwarf's bum. 5 silver.
Break even. Nice.
Yeah, break even, baby. Let's go.
Oh, very nice.
I'd like to also do this one if I could.
All right, absolutely. Step on up.
I get excited by seeing him and I skip on up.
All right.
Put
you
the
are also
blindfold on.
seated, blindfolded, and earmuffs. He says, are you ready for your first smell?
As I'll ever be.
Roll a perception check. That's a natural 1. You kind of...
You barf.
And you're congested for some reason. You're not sure if it's just the allergies in the area, but you get, like, no idea whatsoever.
Is it a rock?
A rock. No, I'm sorry. That was dirty armpits. Dirty armpits was the answer, everyone. Now for
Oh,
his second
okay,
smell.
Where are these smells coming from?
Well, you guys watch it. I mean, it's like
The
literally,
actual item?
You guys can see. Yeah, I mean, like it's like a dwarf comes in front of a cruise, drops trowel. You know. The other one is like this woman that comes
That's
across.
amazing.
She's like, you know, a little bit larger than usual. She kind of saunters across, waving to the crowd, and just kind of opens up the armpit to Razzler.
Do you have a handout
Oh
in
my
Forge
God.
for the dwarf dropping trowel for us?
I do not. But I'll have one custom made.
All right.
25. All right. This one you smell and you're like,
That cleared his sinuses.
yeah, definitely. The last one definitely cleared your sinuses up. This definitely smells like strawberries.
Familiar. Oranges? I'm sure strawberries, I think. Is it strawberries?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
He says, yes, it was a bowl of strawberries. Yes. Everyone kind of, yeah, claps. He goes, now for your third and final smell.
Double or nothing. If I get this one right, I get double the prize.
Ooh, a gambler. Deal.
Nice.
Go.
What?
It's a nat 20, baby.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
This
There's
one-
Thomas.
And
Saw
Thomas
it.
worked.
The train
Yeah.
worked.
This one, you smell it and you sort of just come back. It's got this sort of acidic and very sour smell to it. This is vomit.
Smells like vomit.
Yes, that is correct. It is the vomit from a drunk overnight. Yes, good job. You did
I
wonderfully
take the
guessing
banner
the
off
smell.
and wave it.
That was like, ah.
That's amazing.
The Razzler does it again.
So you actually get what you guessed 2 of 3, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You get 1 gold as your prize.
Bitchin'. Boys, let's keep doing this.
All right. What else would you guys like to compete in?
Keep playing
You
Guess the
said,
Smell for the rest
you
of the
said you wanted to
stream.
go over and check out the.
I'll do the
champions
cups.
tourney?
Yeah.
You're gonna,
And the
you're gonna do
cup.
the cups. Okay.
Yeah, the cups.
All right. So you head over to the cups, and it's the typical ball and cup game. He puts the ball
Yeah.
down. He's moving it all around. You have to follow it, etc. He says, "You sir, would you like to play 5 silver to enter?"
I'm in.
All
5
right,
silver.
5 silver. So he takes the ball, puts it down. He says, "Now watch very carefully." Starts to move the cups around, and they're going faster and faster and faster. You're trying to follow them. Roll a perception check.
My favorite kind of check, Rick.
Yeah, this is your
Stand
best
next
one.
to you.
I almost did the last game just because it was perception
18.
checks.
Nice. This one, you're pretty sure it's in the 3rd cup.
All right, I'm gonna touch cup 1, touch cup 2, hover my hand over them. Definitely the 3rd cup. Move my hand to the
He
3rd.
sort of looks at you and gets this sort of look on his face, and he picks the cup up, and sure enough, the ball is there. He says, "There you have it, folks, a winner, right here." He gives you your 5 silver. Would you like to play again?
Sure, I'll play again.
All right. One more time. He says, "All right, he's going to play again, folks. One more time." He takes it, and this time he's moving him much faster. Everything's kind of spinning around. He's moving him back and
Yeah.
forth. It's getting harder and harder to see which way he's going. Roll your perception check.
Okay.
You lose it like halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe cup 2. You're not sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hover my hand over cup 1. I'm gonna guess cup 1.
He reaches over and picks it up. Oh, I'm sorry. It was in cup 2. So close.
So close. So
Oh,
close.
so close. Who wants to play? Who wants to play? He sort of looks to the crowd and everything, that sort of thing. Razzler, you want to play?
I do.
All right. Roll your perception check as he puts the ball down and starts to spin everything around again. Oh, nice. This one is very easy. He sort of made it slower since you're a new competitor. It's in cup 3. Pretty sure.
I think it's in cup 2, but my gut tells me 3, so I'm picking 3.
And he lifts it up, sure enough, the ball is there. He says, "See, folks, a winner. Everyone's a winner at this game." And he gives you your 5 silver. He says, "Would you like to
Wow.
play again?"
That was pretty fun. Yeah. How much is it to play again?
5 silver. Or if you're feeling lucky, you could go 1 gold.
I'll do 1 gold.
Oh, big spender. So you put the gold down, puts the cups down. He's going super fast. It's really hard to follow him. He's back and forth. The cups are moving back and forth. Roll your perception check, please. Ooh, this one's tough. He moves. There's several moves where you almost lose it, but you're able to kind of catch it right at the end. You think it's in 1, probably 80% sure.
Well, you're good, sir, but I think it's the first one.
He lifts the cup up, and the ball is there. And he says, "Oh, another winner for 1 gold piece." And he sort of gives you
What a
gold
lucky
piece.
man.
And he kind of pushes you back from the table, and he goes, "Who over here would like to play?" And he turns away from you guys.
Get the hell out of here.
Out of here.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, let's go check out the Champions Challenge.
All right. Is the bank on the way to this Champions Challenge?
No, this is
We're
all
in
in
the-
the market.
Oh, it's all in the market? Okay.
Yep. All right, so you guys head over to the Champions Tourney.
Yeah.
And this is just sort of a booth. There's a few people that are kind of in the process of signing up, big, burly individuals. And you guys come up, and there's a young dwarf there that's sort of taking down names. He says, "Would you like to register for the tournament?"
I tell him, yes, I would, in Dwarvish.
Oh, very good.
And I'll
sort
say, I'm not sure what the tournament is. Is there any, what is it? What the hell are we doing here?
He says, "Of course, of
Well
course." He says,
played, Kevin.
there is, it's a
I was like, I'm in, bitch.
event. No swords.
a what event?
No shields,
Oh.
no magic. Just your fists. The old-fashioned way.
I'm in. Slap my hand on the table.
Yeah.
All right, so he tells you that it is 10 gold to enter
Yeah.
the tournament. It's a tournament, so you start out, and the further you go in the tournament, the further along you get. If you make it all the way to the finals, which are held that evening in the main arena, the final purse is 1,000 gold pieces and the title of Founders Day champion for the year.
Oh,
This is-
yes.
Gold.
Right up Elster's alley.
This is
man.
what I want.
Yeah.
All right, so who's
Do
entering?
we were we planning to stay here till evening though? Like if we were planning to head out for adventuring, I don't want to tie us here.
Oh, I got
All
no
day.
plans. Not today.
We can go tomorrow morning.
We'll go tomorrow
Okay.
morning.
All right.
Have fun.
I'll drop 10 gold on the table.
All right, Elster's in for 10 gold. Anybody else want to enter the tournament?
Me, I would love
All
to
right.
join.
Razzler, throw your 10 gold down. All right, so you
Okay,
guys are
I'm-
basically told that the tournament itself will start at just after noon, and the preliminary rounds will happen. It is single elimination.
We're close to noon now, aren't we?
Yeah, it is pretty close to noon, so it's getting ready. And you see there's this sort of group of men that are kind of gathering behind the table itself, all looking pretty formidable. So,
Tell you
kind of
what, you
stretching and
guys,
cracking their necks and cracking their knuckles back and forth.
You guys stay here. I'm gonna run off and deposit this stuff in the bank. I feel a little nervous with all this money.
Okay.
I'll just drop it off and come back and watch you guys.
I'd like to escort Gaius to go to the
Good
bank.
call. He might steal it. You never know.
Yes,
No, for
true.
He
safety.
used to be
He'll
lawful
probably
good.
just buy something.
Nah,
I got a portable hole.
He comes back with all these trinkets. Like, look at all this worthless shit I bought with our money.
All right, so Akrus and Gaius, you guys head off to the bank. Elster and Razzler, you two are escorted back into the main area for the contestants. You're told that you need to remove any armor and weapons, and any use of magic will be disqualified.
I don't have any magic, so there's that.
I take off my
Does that include my bracers
Armor.
of defense?
No, bracers are okay. They're just talking about armor, like chest armor. That's what
good. I take off my armor.
Okay.
I don't wear armor.
And
Don't
your,
use weapons. Don't use magic.
Your rapier as well, I would assume.
So how would I change my? Do I just unequip this
Yes.
plate armor and it would change my stats?
It should.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm weak.
Yep.
All
You
right.
still have the gloves.
do
You still have
you
the
think-
gloves, right?
Yeah.
Do you
don't-
think that if we used Bardic Inspiration here in the corner, they wouldn't notice?
Bardic Inspiration isn't a magical effect.
It's not magic,
So
yeah.
it's just you like using your talents as a bard to.
You can't like cast spells and shit.
I would
That's
like to
basically
give
it.
Bardic Inspiration to him and me.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. That in my notes.
All right, so you both have Bardic Inspiration for.
What is
how long
your
does that last?
die?
What is my what?
10 minutes.
Well, answer the. How long does it last?
It's a D10.
I gave it to you. It's for 10 minutes.
Okay, so basically the first fight we could use
And
it
it is for
probably.
10 minutes.
And it's a D10 at your level. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
It used to be a D6. So
Yeah, it's a D10
Next
at level
level, I
10. It
believe
goes
is
up to a
up.
D12 at level 15 for him.
okay.
All right, so you guys
Okay.
are ushered back into sort of a cordoned off area of the market where they have it just sort of sectioned off into different square, sort of fighting areas. And you see that some of the fighting's already started. Razzler, you're actually called first. and you step over, and in this other side of the ring, you see this huge half-orc looking individual, big, bare, muscled chest, and he's just sort of sitting there just kind of, I'm gonna eat you alive. He steps forward.
What do you say? You eat
How
pieces
close
of
is he?
shit for breakfast?
Huh?
How close is he to me?
How close is he? The
Close?
ring itself is maybe 20 feet by 20 feet.
And he's on the other side.
Yeah, you guys are both in your own corners as you step through the ropes there of the little area.
I want to. I don't say anything. I just say good to meet you. And then I
Alright.
walk forward a little bit and try to meet him in the middle of the ring.
All right.
I love
He
your
comes-
trousers.
He comes forward and he's just sort of sitting there, just kind of breathing heavily and hulking over you. And the
Is he
referee,
close enough to hit? Oh, go on.
well, the referee for the fight kind of steps forward. And he says, "All right, as you've been told, no magics, no hitting below the belt. Otherwise, everything else goes. Ready? Go!" And he sort of jumps
I
back.
want to point at the ground and use my deception and say, "What the hell is that?"
All right, roll a deception check.
What?
You look
Thomas!
down, you look down and he goes, "Whoa!" And you get a free attack. Go ahead and roll your
That's amazing.
strength-based attack. Just do an attack with strength.
Awesome.
Roll and add your strength modifier. Just do a strength check, basically.
So just hit strength then?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
do a
just hit
strength
the strength
check.
button.
Just a strength ability
Yep,
check.
ability check with strength. All right, so with him distracted, you sort of crack right across his jaw. Roll 1d12.
That's so good.
That is good.
That is great.
Damn, only
All
two.
right.
Yeah, it's not so good, but that was awesome. Good flavor there, buddy.
All right, so,
You gotta
yeah.
do what you got.
so you sort of you hit him and you're able to you connect for sure, and he kind of staggers back and he kind of looks at you and just kind of rubs his jaw a little bit and he's like, "All right then." He's gonna come forward.
Finally popped that pimple I was
Say,
working
hey,
on
that
earlier.
was crazy.
Oh, he sort of swings forward and you just kind of duck back out of the way. It's your turn now. Go ahead and make your strength attack.
I love that roll was for the Dazzler's token.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's what's selected.
Yeah. That's all that's available, right?
You
no.
sort of stagger back as well, and you're unable to hit him.
What a world, man. Nat 20 to Nat 1.
Yep, there you go. All right, let me do this. Oh, won't let me copy it? Dang it. All right. His second attack. What's your armor class?
He does hit.
Yeah, so he clocks across you. You try and duck out of the way, but his big, huge clubbing blow comes across.
Okay.
All right, you take 6 points of bludgeon. Now, this isn't going to be off your hit points. Basically, it's to a total of 18 is the way the game works, okay? So you've got
Okay.
6. It's your turn. Go ahead and make your attack. How much did you hit him for in the first place? 2?
2.
Two.
Yeah.
All right, that is a 16. That does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, nice. The 12, right?
Yep. 10.
Oh,
So with a
baby.
huge crack, you roll right across him. He sort of
Nice.
staggers back. And he's kind of flailing wildly and misses you. Go ahead and make your next attack. You've done 12. You need to hit him and do 4 points of damage.
I'd like to use my bardic inspiration dice.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
Good call.
All right, so what is that now? 13? That is enough to hit him. He's a
13.
huge hulking guy. Go ahead and roll your damage.
What?
1 point of damage. That's
Fucking
not
got
enough.
him, boys.
He is staggered but still up. He comes back at you with a mighty blow,
Mighty's whiff.
Oh.
Not mighty enough.
and you just duck right underneath him. It's kind of like, he comes at you, and you just go right underneath him, and you're around the backside. You can go ahead and make your last attack as you sort of try and punch him in the back of the head.
There it
you
is.
connect with a mighty blow. You feel the bone kind of crunch, and he just kind of goes, ooh, and kind of staggers forward.
Oh,
Dang, dude.
the
He is
finisher
just
move.
out like a light, just face down. Huge cloud of dust comes up
Nice.
around him as his body hits the ground. And the referee goes, "The winner, over here, Mr. What's your name?"
Razzler! And I held my hands out like
Razzler! And everyone's like,
Maximus.
ah! And some of his friends kind of come pick him up and kind of carry him off. He's out like a light. All right, Elster, you are called up next. Your opponent is fairly skinny. It's a humanoid individual. Kind of steps forward, just wearing sort of bare-chested, pretty skinny
Kind of
guy.
like me.
I want to give Elster a pat on the ass when I walk out of the ring.
All right, Elster, you need to roll initiative first, please.
Okay.
You got this,
As the
dude.
fight begins.
This is great.
Nice. Good roll.
All right, that is an unfortunate initiative roll for you. So you are going to go second. So first attack from the individuals. You guys kind of circle each other.
Yeah.
How much fun stuff can he use?
So that's a 12. What's your armor class?
18.
18. So that does not hit. You sort of duck back. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. How do you want me to make my attacks?
You can do just a dexterity check.
Okay.
Can he use key points?
That's not magic.
It's not magic. 15 does hit. You kind of bring forward and you kind of hit him right in the center of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll your damage, your D12.
Okay. D12.
Don't use your actual.
You can use
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a D12.
key points.
I should be able to.
Oh my god.
All right, 4 points of damage as he kind of staggers back.
Okay.
And he's going to go ahead and do his next attack on you. Come on, click. There we go.
No stunning strike.
Not this time. So far, I haven't
11
needed
misses.
it. Is
He
why.
kind of comes forward and swings wildly. Go ahead and make your attack.
You're just like standing there and just kind of like dodging out of the way casually.
Yeah, this is literally like Elster's just like, and then he comes back and just clocks him. All right, go ahead and roll your D12 damage as you hit him again. He kind of staggers away from you, kind of grunts and looks up. He's got some blood trickling out of his nose now.
So that's 10, right?
Yep, that's 10 total.
And what do we get? 18? Is that what we're doing?
16.
16. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, 16 to win. All right, his third attack. Oh, 21.
That does hit.
That does hit you. And here comes his damage as he just sort of snarls and... Oops, wait, that's not... Hang on, that's wrong. That's 2d12. I need one. There we go. Comes forward and hits you for 2 points. So you're down to 14.
Okay.
It's now your turn.
I would like to use my bardic inspiration,
Okay, go ahead.
which is D10. Is that right?
D10, yeah.
Okay. Add 6 to that. So 14.
And 14. All right, so that does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Just give him a 12 right here.
10. Got him. Yeah.
Got him.
Oh, and that is... Is that 10?
That
Yeah,
was
that's a 10.
10 points of damage. So how much is that total?
That should be 20 total, I think.
Okay, so with that, you come back around and you just sort of do like a back kick and you just catch him flush on the jaw and he's just sort of out in the air as he collapses on the ground. And they go, winner here, Mr.
Dust off my bare arms and Elster. As I walk
Elster! And everyone's, yeah! So you guys get like a 45-minute to an hour break before the second round. You're now in the semifinals.
So some would
Yeah.
call that a short rest.
Are me and Akrus back by then?
Yeah, you can get a short rest. What's that?
I don't need it.
Are we
Yeah,
back
you guys
by
make
then?
your way back after the first round, and you guys see that both your two friends, Razzler and Elster, are both still in the competition. There's one more round to go, and then the finals.
I'd like
Nice.
to walk up to Razzler and give him like the Rocky prep talk, and like massage his shoulders, like you got this, bud, you got this, and I pat him on the butt, and I try and give him bardic inspiration, but it obviously doesn't work.
What do you say?
It's a good
It
job.
say?
inspires me nonetheless.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you say? That's the question on bardic inspiration. What do you say?
you're gonna kick this guy's ass.
Nice.
Faith in you.
Good pep
Even
talk.
if it's a girl or a kid.
All right.
You're gonna kick this kid's ass, man.
So now,
It's like an
Razzler,
8-year-old.
you are up for your second round. You step into
I'm
the
gonna put
ring.
bardic inspiration back on
Yeah, you
and
can.
then step in. Yep, nope, I'm gonna.
So you step into the ring, and this huge humanoid man comes forward, and he's got scars all over him, huge meaty hands, rippling muscles everywhere, just like almost no neck, and he just, sort of think of what was that Russian character from the video game?
Vlad or whatever his name was.
Yes, the huge guy just kind of coming forward. So you meet him in the center of the ring, and once again he's just kind of like, and the same rules apply. You guys step back, and I need you to roll initiative.
Sorry, I turned my sheet off.
You didn't distract this guy.
Is it just a strength check? I can't roll the initiative.
Just roll
Is
initiative.
it all strength checks?
Like,
You have to roll initiative
just roll
first to see who
regular
goes
initiative, see who
first.
goes first.
It won't let me roll initiative.
Because there's no combat.
Oh, okay. Well, then just roll a dex check.
I did it from D&D Beyond, which is why it worked. But
Oh, that's why your rolls look so much different than
it
everybody
is
else's.
why mine look different. Yeah, it says custom roll because
Oh, all right. That is good enough for you to go first. Go ahead and
I would hope so.
make your attack. And there's Thomas the Train again.
Yeah, no John
Holy
Cena though.
crap! That's a,
No John Cena.
Yeah,
It's
just
crazy.
you're on
It's
the
like,
street.
when the modules update, it's like
It breaks part of it.
it
yeah.
breaks things and makes other things work. 19. All right, 19 does hit.
sounds
Go
like
ahead and roll
software.
your damage. This round's a little harder. It's going to be 24 points to win.
After I hit him, I want to say, "Is that your mother?" and see if that distracts him and gives him
Alright.
disadvantage.
Roll a. What would it be?
And it's a lie.
I mean, I guess
Deception
you can roll a
check.
deception check.
He loves those.
I know.
Jeez, 29. He rolls a 17 and it's 29.
All right, and he sort of looks at the boom, and he will get disadvantage on this roll.
Great.
Not falling for that again.
I only got so much, Rick. I'm a glass cannon over here.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
So that is a 12 to hit, which
Plus
misses,
8.
yes.
This guy's a
The
monster.
4 hit me. Fuck.
It's 12 hits. His armor class
Yeah,
is
you
trash,
hit
dude.
me. Yes.
You gotta roll high,
Here
man.
comes his damage. That is 14 points of damage to you, friend. You're down to 10
That's pretty good.
points left. He just
Dude, he
kinda-
gets plus 4 on
Pretty good.
damage?
He kind of looks at you and he kind of goes, "Nice try." And just clocks you across, and you're just sort of staggers back. I mean, it's like you're seeing stars. Your ears are ringing. Go ahead and make your attack.
So, like the cup game, which of the 3 would you like to punch? Because there's 3 of them now.
All right, 22 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 6 more points. That's 8 total. All right, out of his 24, so he's got 18.
Can I
left.
use sleight of hand to untie his shorts?
Whoa.
See if that
You can certainly
ruins his
try.
turn.
Let's see what you're working with there,
Fucking
bud.
whoop. Or tie his shoes together, I guess.
Go ahead. And
No.
go ahead and make a sleight of
See
hand
ya.
check.
Whoa.
Doesn't fucking work at all.
You try to, and he
You just punch him right in the
catches you.
dick.
He grabs you by the hair and pulls it up, and he's going to get advantage on this strike because he's now got you by the head.
Because I'm being cheeky.
Yep.
Come on, Rick.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay.
a nat 20.
Those are 2 good rolls, too.
Can I use bardic information or for a save?
Cutting words? Cutting words?
Yeah, cutting words
You
maybe.
can try cutting words to make it not a crit.
Oh,
You can
really?
use cutting words. It'll just make it not a crit because you rolled a 28. I mean, you're not going to get it down to a 12.
That's Oops.
All right, here comes his damage.
Oh.
Do you want to use your cutting words?
Yeah, I'm using cutting words. Hell yes.
All right, so it's no
All right,
longer
it's not a crit.
no longer a crit. What do you want to say to him as his second strike is just she's got you by the head and he's just about to go. He just smashed right into your face.
I said your mother wasn't here because she's not, because she doesn't love you.
He looks at you and he goes, "Yes, she does." And here comes the damage.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
7 more points.
Plus 4. Wow.
All right, so what does that make you? What does that bring you down to there, bud?
He's like 17,
That's it.
right?
14.
We're going to 24.
Yeah, it's
Right.
24. So you're at 21. All right, it is your turn now. You may make your attack, sir.
Jesus.
Oh.
I want to use
you-
bardic inspiration on that one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your d10.
Ooh.
That is 9. Right? No. Yes.
8.
9 total.
So total 15. 15 total.
Yeah.
Oh, because you had a 7. You're right. All right. So 15 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
This is it.
D12. 10 points.
Nice.
So you reached out deep inside, and through the tears and the blurred vision and the blood streaming down your nose, you just clock right across him. He kind of staggers back. He feels of his joy. He's like, "That was a good one." And he comes forward to you. And here comes his attack. No.
You put it. I mean, can I use cutting words again? There's a new attacker.
You could. It's another nat
Nope.
20.
God,
now.
Jeez,
oh my
dude.
God.
It's like
So-
Ivan Drago here.
he's got
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Break you.
All right, here, use your cutting words.
But more importantly, what he's saying.
Oh, a 10. Nice. So that brings it down to an 18.
Oh, it still
Jeez.
hits.
Still hits.
Brings it
You-
down to an 18.
You punch like a girl.
And he comes down. And that is 8
That's
more
enough.
points to you. And that is lights out. He sort of just looks at you and grins. You can see he's missing several of his teeth in the front. You can tell he's done this for a while. And just, and you just see stars and you fall back. And then the next thing you hear is just the referee saying, "Over, it's over, it's over, no more." And he pulls you up and he says, "The winner, Throg!" And the guy goes, "Rrrr," and kind of stomps off.
So are we all watching
Man.
these fights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, Elster. It is now your turn.
This is a different guy, right? Because we're still
Different
in
guy.
previous rounds. Yep.
Different guy.
Okay.
You get pulled into the circle, and now they kind of rearranged the fighting area to where there's sort of 2 main rings now that the number of people has dwindled down a bit. You see that there's some of the former fighters that are kind of nursing wounds and kind of dabbing at their bloodied faces, and they're watching in interest as the fights go on. All right, so go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, that's a little better.
You step into the ring and you see that there's a sort of a large, again, sort of a humanoid individual. Looks like he might be a little bit of a half elven. He's got a little bit of a point to the ear, but you're not exactly sure. He's got really heavy brows, like thick brow line here. Really coarse features. Nose is kind of broken and misshapen in multiple places. He sort of comes across and stands in front of you, and he moves very quickly. Very doesn't look to be as powerful as the person Razzler fought, but very, very much more light on his feet.
Interesting.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
Roll
It's a 16 total.
16
Right.
total. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you rolling from in D&D Beyond?
That is a
I am,
14.
yeah.
So you can go first, sir. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. So you said this is like a half elf?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dex check. Is that right?
Yep. Dex check for your attack. 17 is a 20 total. That it definitely does hit. Go
Okay.
ahead
I would
and roll
like
your
to.
damage.
I'm gonna damage for this, but I'd like to try to stun with key points as well
Okay.
on the hit.
Well, of course you're gonna win.
8 damage.
All right. 8 damage is done. You sort of you feel your fist sort of connect with the center of his chest, and you channel the key energy to try and stun him. Go ahead and what is that?
It's a con check for DC 15 from you, or a con saving throw maybe.
Yeah, it's a saving
not
throw.
sure.
Oh, 3. So you feel the key energy flow into him, and his eyes just go wide, and he's just like, and he's like having trouble breathing. You can take a second attack as he does not able to do anything for his turn.
Do I get advantage?
Uh-huh. You can hear his friends from the side. They're like, "Darwin, what's wrong? Darwin, wake up! Come on!"
15
And
to
what
hit.
is that?
15 to hit.
15 does hit. Go ahead and roll your second amount of damage.
Okay, hold on. So a D12.
Kevin, you're so much better on fighting than I am.
That's the idea, right?
Wow, another 8 points of damage. So what is that total for you so far?
That's 14, I think, right? 6 and an
16.
8.
8 and 8, so 16 total out of 24.
Oh, is it 8? Yeah, yeah.
So you
Okay.
connect again, and he kind of staggers back. The stun now broken.
Yep.
He's going to go ahead and take his attack.
You beat the shit out of him, Kevin.
We're working on it. He can still hit me.
I missed it. Done it.
I did the first time.
My 2 and 6 for damage
That
fucks
is a
me, but
17
you're
hit.
just beating him.
That misses.
All right, so he comes forward and slings at you, and you guys watch as Elster just sort of kind of nimbly just cuts out of the way, and the swing itself just kind of misses, and the guy kind of staggers past you with the momentum. It's go ahead and it's your turn.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, and
You
that
can
one.
use Bardic. Oh.
So as
I
you
don't-
spin around, you kind of lose your footing and you slip in the dirt. There's a little puddle of blood that you step in, from a previous fight, and it just kind of slips out from under you, and you end up prone on your back. The crowd kind of goes, woo, and he just sort of jumps towards you, and he's going to make an attack with advantage now.
Do I get any bonus actions? This is a special thing, right?
You could. What bonus action do you want to do?
I would like to take Step of the Wind.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on my back, man. What am I supposed to do?
So you are on your back, and this guy's coming at you with a huge fist, and you just kind of suddenly appear about 8 feet away, and everyone goes "ooh" in the crowd, and you're sort of standing there, and his fist just kind of impacts on the ground, and he looks around kind of in bewilderment. He's going to come towards you and make a non-advantage attack now.
I'm trying to see. What Step of the Wind just does a disadvantage, right? Yeah.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits for sure.
Is there any way that I can use cutting words from the crowd without being detected?
You could. It's not magical.
But you're just heckling him, right?
Yeah, you're just laughing at him or whatever.
Okay. I don't know. You call yourself a half elf? I don't know. I've got nothing actually.
Sorry, I meant patient defense, not Step of the Wind. Patient defense is what I wanted to do.
Oh,
I think you knew
patient
that.
defense.
I think you knew that though. Step of the Wind is just dash, but
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to teleport. All right, that's fine. All right, go ahead and
Just
roll your
dodge.
cutting words.
I just wanted to do a dodge action or whatever. That's my bonus action.
Think of an insult.
That's not enough.
Oh my god, see,
You're
I
like,
told you. I'm pretty
your mom, I don't know, and it doesn't really have much of an effect on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude!
12 points of damage to you, friend.
Kevin,
Actually,
I
that's
fucked
plus
that up.
4, so it's actually 16.
Why don't I get +4? All right, 16.
All right, so it is now your turn.
Okay.
He stands up, and he's got blood kind of flowing from his nose. He's sort of staggering a little bit, but he's looking like he's
You got
catching his
this,
wind again.
buddy.
Oh, that definitely does hit. Crack! You come right back across his jaw.
Okay, we're gonna go with a stun on this attack as well.
Okay.
You also get like flurry of blows and all that crap.
No, I don't get extra attacks and stuff.
6 more
This is a
points, so that
special.
means he's down to 2.
Right.
There's his constant. Oh my gosh. So he is complete. Like once again, you just
yes.
he's kind of losing his breath again. Go ahead and make your next attack.
He's
advantage,
never
'cause
seen a
he's
fighter like you.
Good on the advantage for sure.
All right, that does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 12. I gotta get 2. Man, it'd be bad if I got a 1 on this.
So what is the answer?
Yes.
What are you...
Oh, and with him just sort of there, motionless, you just kind of come back around and uppercut, Mike Tyson style, just right on the jaw, and he's just out like a light, crumples in a sack, sort of like a heap at your feet, and you just kind of stand over him, your chest heaving, kind of catching your breath. Elster, the winner! And you move on to the finals.
The finals. How long until the finals? How long
to
until the finals?
A couple
Yeah.
hours.
So I get a short rest?
Yeah. So the sort of organizers of the tourney come forward and they tell you, they say, the finals, explain the finals are in about 2 hours. You can, take, heal up, take any sort of medicines for your wounds, but you need to be back, just around sundown. And it's going to be at this large sort of tournament area, stadium kind of a thing. And they direct you to where that's going to be. It's off in a certain area of the town. All right, so you guys sort of take the rest of the evening, enjoying the festivities and such, eating a little bit more of, sort of carnival food and fair food. Everyone seems to be having a wonderful time. You do notice that where some of the events were earlier in the morning, there are now sort of plays and reenactments of the history of Waterdeep, all of the times where the first open lord declared himself and instituted the government, and when the elves first settled this plateau, and when the dwarves mined into the mountain to mine mithril from its depths, and there were some creatures from the Underdark that came and overwhelmed them for a time, and how the walking statues came to be, and all these sorts of different historical things as everyone kind of celebrates this city and all it has to offer. Before you know it, time has passed, and it is time for the finals of the Founders Day Championship tourney. Yes, sir.
Bio break.
Bio break, yes. Before we have the finals,
Yep.
Take 5 minutes for a bio break.
Bio break.
Did you count on us playing carnival games for the entire session? Because that's what we're doing.
I didn't know if you'd do it for the whole session, but
Lucky that you
pretty
pushed
fun,
me
though,
away
I mean,
from that
whatever.
stand.
What's that?
You're lucky you pushed me away from that stand.
Which
I would have
stand?
taken the money off of
You're gonna be guessing
everybody
smells
there.
for hours.
Oh, I guess it smells. I was going to run out of smells.
You put me in a town, dude. This is my cup of tea. I love
This is
this.
your
This
thing,
is so
huh?
much fun. Yeah, dude. Obviously, look at Elster beat the living shit out of those guys. I can't fight, but look at me. When I fight, I talked that guy almost into getting fucked up.
See, there you
If
go.
you want to
Tried.
go for a bio break, Rick, we could entertain the stream for...
So I have a question, actually. I'm about to do that. But on the actual Twitch view that I have, because I'm logged into the stream, I don't see any of the chat from the users. All I see is you guys.
Yeah, no, it's just
It
us. People
It is
aren't
just
chatting.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, people aren't chatting. Okay, I'm just making sure.
It happens.
All right, I'll be
Yeah,
back.
no. Yeah.
I ended up having somebody chat in my Discord, but they left.
Like, I don't expect this to, like, go anywhere because, like, there's, like, a million D&D streams a night, right? But it's like, we're doing it for
Really?
fun anyway, so I don't care.
I will say that any Tarkov promotion that I do, I've been trying to tell people to tune into this.
Okay.
And then I just did a tournament yesterday, so I mean,
Yeah, congrats on that.
hopefully-
You hit third, I guess. So,
Yes.
good job.
Yes, but hopefully I can funnel some of that attention to this stream. At least to just get an affiliate.
You know, if we can hit 50 follows and 7 streams a month and 3 concurrent viewers, like, we could at least get, like, cool emotes or something, and I can, like, pay an emote artist to make us emotes. I think that'd be fun,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, see, so I'll keep throwing it out there. I'll even throw it out there to, like, the promoter of the tournament, see if we can get something to go down. But, yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's good. I'll tell you what, I was trying really hard to fucking get an inspiration dice by talking through that fight, and he didn't give me one. Sadness.
No, it's bullshit.
I was trying, dude.
Added good flavor to the fight, though.
Yeah.
Did it? Did you like it?
Yeah, no.
I didn't think.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
he
Andy's
didn't
got
expect
nuggies,
it.
too. Andy, can I have some nuggies?
Yep.
Can you put them in the camera and I'll eat them?
I have a bagel.
Oh,
the
it's not
reason-
nuggies.
The reason I was wondering was, like, when you guys said somebody asked about,
Yeah, that was last week.
someone had asked
No,
about what class Elster
Oh, no,
was?
I think that was somebody in Discord, right?
Oh, it was in
No,
Discord.
somebody went onto my stream as I was hosting,
Oh,
and
okay.
when they're watching mine, they see yours with all of our faces.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
when he typed in my chat, it doesn't
Chat
show
goes
up
to
in your
Sean's
chat.
chat.
Well, that's just what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't see that. I don't understand. So, anyhow. All right. So, as we pick it up after the bio break, Elster, you are sort of ushered forward into this large arena. It's sort of built of stone, sort of not as big as a coliseum. It's sort of a small, kind of almost like a gladiator pit kind of a thing. And there's beautiful, kind of bunting and different ribbons and streamers and flags flying off of the top. And above the main entrance, it says Founders Day Championship. You move your way in, and you're informed that your opponent, which was the individual that had bested Razzler, had to withdraw due to a broken jaw suffered while he was fighting Razzler. And so you are being declared the winner of that semifinal match, and you are going to be pitted against last year's champion.
Wow.
For the title of the eventual winner. And I'm going to
I mean, I would have been happy to break the other side of his jaw.
So you make your way in.
This dude's like 4 times my size.
To this,
Oh, this
you
is
make
gonna be
your way into
real.
this arena, and the sort of the individual running the tournament comes forward, and there's a sort of an individual next to him casts a spell and kind of amplifies his voice, almost like a loudspeaker. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen of Waterdeep, I welcome you to the championship of the Founders Tourney." And the crowd's like, "Ah!" Everyone's sort of yelling and screaming. And he says, "Our challenger this year, Elster!" And everyone's like sort of politely clapping. Eh? And he says, "And
Goodbye.
our 4-time champion,
Champion.
Skargar the Pummeler!" And the whole crowd just starts going, "Skargar! Skargar! Skargar!" And this guy comes forward, and you can recognize, I need to drink something, that he is a huge half-ogre. And he just sort of, and you can almost feel the ground kind of quivering under your feet as he's taking these huge steps. And he comes forward and he's like, "Skargar will win!" And everyone's like, "Skargar! Skargar!"
You just
Alright, so
watched Thor
this-
Ragnarok, didn't you?
Is, yes. So this is going to be a regular combat.
Oh God.
And we're going to run it that way, so let me change over to our combat music.
I was cheering for Skargar too, while everybody else was.
You're like,
Just popping him up.
If Elster can hear me, I'd like to tell him that I believe in him and give him inspiration.
all right, you may give Bardic Inspiration.
Cool. I'm gonna need that shit. Pretty sure.
All right, go ahead and roll your initiative.
I'm assuming this is a large person with a large constitution, which is a problem for me. All right, initiative. Let's do it. All right, 2. I rolled a 2, which is a 6.
All right. Why did it not populate in there?
What do you think this guy's movement is? Can he get to me?
Hang on, let me fix this. For some reason, it didn't do your initiative correct.
It rolled it for me. Oh, I didn't have myself picked.
It didn't do it off of the D&D Beyond thing.
That's probably, I needed to click myself or something.
Come on. Just gotta get, jeez. I'm trying to get it to where it's, there's a way that I'm supposed to be able to.
Is there a combat tracker? Yeah, I see it. Let me click roll here. Can you set that 19 to a... Yeah, but can you set it to a 6 now?
Yeah, I'm thinking I should be able to. Update combatant, maybe? Yes.
Can you just like skip my turn and make him go first, and it's who cares what the number is, right? It's only 2 of us.
There. Okay, I got it.
There you go.
All right. So, as the fight begins, Skargar, with his movement speed of 30, is going to come forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. So he sort of lumbers forward towards you and gets to about here.
The dude's basically 30 feet wide.
He is kind of 30 feet wide. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
All right, and it is now your turn. I'm
Okay.
going to start from him, and now it's your turn. Go.
I'm gonna move in. Let's see, how much speed do I have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm gonna move around and get like behind him real fast, like
All right.
and then I'm gonna attack him with unarmed attack.
Okay. That does hit.
Okay.
Only 3 points of damage.
It says 6, right?
Oh, it does say 6. You're right.
It's 3 plus 3.
Yeah. I wish the bad news is I don't think there's a way to apply this when you do it like that because I can't.
Let me do it. I'll do it from within then.
Okay.
It did let me roll the damage from inside Forge, but there are some weaknesses we're learning to rolling from D&D Beyond, which is okay.
Oh my gosh, this is killing me. I got a number lock off. Okay. Stop. Oh my gosh.
It just keeps moving him around.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Now you did how many damage?
6. Yep.
All right.
I'll attempt a stunning
got it.
strike on that.
Okay. So here comes his save. Oh, you know what? If you just do your stunning strike, it'll do it automatically, I think.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, hold on. I think I burned 2 key points on accident.
Yeah,
Your controlled actor does not have an item named Key Stunning Strike. What the hell does that mean?
That means do it from Foundry.
I am doing it from Foundry, bro.
Oh, did you click on yourself?
Well, I'm targeting Skagar with a Stunning Strike. That's how I've always
Oh,
done it.
right.
Why is it not doing your stunning?
It doesn't matter. Just do the roll, because, like, well...
Okay.
I think it messed up my abilities when I imported them from D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
For this fight. Let me see
So
if I can-
Constitution, huh?
It's Constitution DC 15. It's a Constitution saving throw.
I wish I could just do that, but I will just roll it with a
All right, hold on.
plus with this thing.
Did that work?
Yes. There you
Okay.
go.
So he succeeded.
So he does succeed.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, you got
So I'll
anything
take
else? Bonus action?
my second attack.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just take my second attack. See if I can do this right. I don't know.
Oh wow, the
I think
little
I'll.
thing that surrounds the active token changed too. It's like a little runed thing now. That's weird.
Unarmed strike. Let's try this. I think that's right.
Okay.
Normal.
Oh,
So
that
16
does
to hit?
barely hit. Yes.
Perfect. That's all we care about, man. Okay, so damage 8 damage.
Okay, now it's letting me apply it. Okay, cool. Yes.
All right. Let me try.
What are you guys' damage pools this time?
Hold on. Let me check.
This is a regular fight, so this is like
Oh.
standard hand-to-hand combat.
I'm trying to see if it's
Oh,
It's
cool.
not using my key points, so I'm gonna do another stunning strike.
Okay, he does succeed.
Wait, did I do it? No, this
Yeah, you
one.
did.
He failed
First
it.
one.
Wait,
No, you did.
Why did it-
twice.
I didn't click it. That's fine. Let's hide
So he
this one.
succeeded on the first one with a 16.
Okay. And then I will do... Yeah, I don't like this. All my features are messed up now. Alright, so that's 2 keys down. I'm going to burn another key to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Wait, why is it... Every time I hit enter to adjust my key points, it does another stunning strike.
I don't know.
That's so messed up. Okay. So now I'll do 2 more unarmed attacks.
Okay.
I hope.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure why it would have messed up your...
You're refreshing your key points.
It like named them wrong, is why I think. Okay, let's
so that
miss.
misses.
Okay, let's do another one.
Oh, but that actually did do the animation that time. It hasn't been doing the animation before.
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot about the animations.
Oh, another just barely hit.
Okay, 8.
8 more points. Man.
I think that's it for me.
Can you stun him off of that?
All right, so you guys watch
I could try.
from the stands as Elster kind of just moves lightning quick around the back and just kind of pummels, hits 3 times, and everyone's like, ooh, and Skagar just kind of turns around, he goes, and he's going to go ahead and take his attacks. He gets 2 attacks with his fists.
Okay. Is this where I die in 1 round,
Here comes
probably?
number 1.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be better than the Mike Tyson fight.
That is a 16 to hit.
Plus 8. What a dick.
You sort of just go back out of the way. It's like you can feel the sort of the wind from the blow as his fist just kind of goes right.
Because his
by you.
fist is the size of my body.
Yes, exactly. He's gonna take his second attack. Oh!
There we go.
And again, another miss as his second attack misses as well. And You just kind of duck back out of the way, and everyone's like, "Oh, all right, it's your turn."
Okay, 1 second here. I am going to attack him, obviously. I'm trying to fix my key points so that they work correctly. Okay, so let's do an attack. What is happening?
You did a bonus action.
That was my fault.
Oh, it wasn't my turn yet, right?
Yeah, now it's your turn. You're good.
Okay, I think this will work.
That definitely does hit.
Boom.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
Not very much damage. Only 4 points of damage as you just kind of.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of damage. All right, I'm gonna try a stunning strike on that one.
Okay.
He succeeds again.
He's a beast. You sort of again just kind of, and it's sort of he just kind of looks at you and grins.
Okay, let's do another attack.
That does hit, man. You are the king of the 16s tonight.
I know, right? All right, let's try another stunning strike.
Come on, fail it, Scroggar.
Burn the key point, which is working, and then stunning strike.
Once again,
He's the king of the 16s, man.
Success with a 16.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm gonna do flurry of blows, which burns another key point, and I'm gonna hit him 2 more times. Or try to. I'm gonna attempt to attack twice more.
It is. Oh.
That does hit.
Okay.
And another
damage.
5 points of damage.
My problem is I don't do much damage.
You're hitting him a lot though, so.
I'll try a stunning strike.
Okay.
I might have to change my strat.
Yeah, maybe get the hell out. Oh my god.
Succeeds again.
Okay, and then another attack. I think this is my final attack, right?
Yep, this is your last one.
16.
Mighty 16, 5 damage.
How is this happening?
And then I'm gonna just try another stun. The problem is high con beats stuns. Yeah. All right, and now I die.
A 17 there. All right, he's gonna come back at you and attack you with his fists again.
I'm not sure I can win this one.
Oh, a 16 just misses. And here comes the second attack.
More 16s.
That's an 18.
That hits.
Razzler, you got anything from the stand you want to try, or are you going to let that go through and let your friend get pummeled by Skoggar?
I can use the cutting words, yeah.
All right, go
And
ahead.
I mean, I haven't been hit yet. We can't see what he does.
big ape.
He's just tackling, right?
10
Yes.
dice.
So you hear just sort of very clear from the stands, "You big ape!" And he's like, "Rrr," and he just barely misses his attack then. All right, Elster,
Awesome,
it is your
that's
turn.
not cheating.
Okay. Well, let's attack. I don't know why it's doing the bonus action one, but
I
whatever.
don't either. That's the modules. Every time they update, it's like different things happening. You're like, what is this? That is a natural
one.
bad miss.
Okay. I'm going to take my second attack. I think that maybe I drug the wrong unarmed strike there.
You've only got
You
two
controlled
arms.
actor. Oh, I have a one called bonus action unarmed strike for some reason. That's just the problem. Let me delete that one.
How come this time around your unarmed strikes have like a image that doesn't show up?
D&D Beyond, my man.
Yeah.
All right, attack. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
20 for
another
a
miss.
second or two.
Can I use my bardic inspiration,
You can.
which is a D10?
10.
D10.
A 10.
Get a 6 or more. 7. Perfect. A 16.
15. No.
16.
That's 16.
16.
16 does hit. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Math, man. It's tough.
I know,
Another
right?
16.
7 damage.
All right. I got to put that in there manually.
How's old Skoggar looking here? Because I'm
Yeah,
thinking he's
man.
probably not hurt.
Beaten.
He is. I mean, you've raised a couple of little like red spots on his cheek.
There's
and
no
stuff,
way.
But he's just kind of.
I can't do any damage with the
Comes forward.
You
punches.
got a take a while.
All right, he's going to make his attacks with his fists again. Oh, hang on. Let me do this so I can go to the next round. All right, now it's his turn. Okay. Here comes his attack. Ooh, that's a 19 to hit.
Barely hits.
Can I use cutting words again?
It's
Since it's a new round?
round, so technically...
We got a heckler.
Yeah, I am a heckler. I gotta stick with what I can do.
All right, 2 drops it to 17.
That misses.
All right.
Oh my God.
So once again, Razzler screams out and distracts Skagar from his first attack. And at that point, one of the individuals that's kind of watching in front of you, this big guy turns around and goes, "Hey, you! Shut up!" And he's
I laugh.
All right,
I
second
love
attack.
Razzler. That's awesome.
What are you gonna do about it?
That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
That does hit. Here comes the damage.
Here comes the actual damage.
Mm-hmm.
That is 20 points of damage. No, 16 points of damage to you.
Okay. Can you apply that, or do I have to?
I can.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't. So
I'll just type it in. You said 16, so 71?
16, yeah,
or
71.
60.
71.
Yeah, 71.
All right, it is now your turn.
Okay. We gonna attack.
That's a hit.
Yep, that does hit.
Man, fists suck.
6 more points of damage.
So, on damage, what is supposed to be added? Right? You roll the dice. I add the dex modifier. Is that it? Proficiency doesn't add anything?
You don't add proficiency to
The damage.
damage. Let me make sure.
I thought Gaius was adding like a shit ton of stuff to his damage, but I don't know.
Hang on, let's see.
And
I know you add proficiency to attack roll, but
yeah,
I think he gets like
Beyond
plus because his weapon.
Imports, man.
I know.
All right, let's see.
It just says my damage is 1d8 plus 3, but which is probably correct. I just wanted to check.
Yeah, let me just take a look and see just to make sure. Come on, where's the damage?
Like I get a lot of attacks that usually hit, but
You add your ability modifier, and that's it. You do not get proficiency to damage.
okay. Sounds good. What was that roll? Sunblade.
I was trying to look at it and I
Like you get plus 2, plus 4, plus 4. Why? That's the attack, right? But what's damage do?
attack. Let's see.
It should get plus 2, plus 4, right?
Plus 2 plus 4, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
4 for strength and 2 for the sword.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
So did you take
That was
your second attack?
I think that was one attack. Let me take the
Yeah,
second.
you took your one attack.
Fool's Chansey came.
That does it.
Nice, dude.
What's up, Fool's Chansey? Good to see you, buddy. Hope your stream is good. I didn't get to watch it, unfortunately. So 9 damage there.
9 more points of damage as you once again hit, and you get the impression that your hits, your strikes they're not like haymakers, but you're kind of whittling him down. He's kind of getting beaten from all sides, and he's starting to become more winded.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows and hit him 2 more times.
Okay. No more stunning strikes.
No, because I don't feel like they're gonna work, and they're not gonna buy me a whole lot, honestly. So that's a miss. I can see they're not super effective. So
That does hit.
16.
16 again.
Yeah, buddy.
It's
And
the
8
knight of
points.
16s.
11 points of damage.
Jeez, all right. And that one you actually are able to, he kind of staggers forward and you see a specific opening and you just reach your leg back and you just kick right into the side of his knee and you hear it kind of crunch and he kind of grunts and stumbles forward and the crowd goes, "Oh!" It is now Skagar's turn.
All right.
He's going to take his attacks.
I love how his fist icon is a double bearded axe.
Oh,
Natural
critical
one.
fail. He hit himself.
Natural one. Here comes the second one. That is a 14.
Misses.
All right, so as he kind of staggers forward, you can tell you've probably torn something loose in his knee, and now he's kind of hobbling forward. He kind of swings wildly the first time, and you just kind of, it doesn't even get close. And the second one, he comes and gets closer to you, but you're able to just sort of dodge your head back just in time. It is now your turn.
Okay. Let's go in with the punches. 15 to hit. Hits.
Inspiration?
It hits, man.
Oh, it hits. Okay.
15 is his armor class.
Okay.
8 damage.
Does hit.
Second attack. Here we come. This one's with the left.
No.
Not as strong. I don't have anything left, I don't think. Okay. I will go Flurry of Blows with the bonus action again.
Okay.
And then take 2 more attacks.
Does hit.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is at this point.
1,000 bludgeoning. Sorry, 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Second.
Last attack.
Flurry of Blows.
That does hit.
All right,
Another
6 points of
six
damage.
points of damage, and he's kind of bloodied and sort of staggering now. You can see he's just kind of breathing heavily, and he's really definitely taxed at this point. He is going to take his attacks back on you now.
Okay.
At this point, you watch as he's going to take his special ability, and he goes into a rage. You watch as his eyes just turn blood red. He's like,
Can I hear that in Grog's voice?
Yeah.
I rage!
I would like to rage. There you go. All right, so he is going to do a reckless attack on you.
This isn't Fantasy Grounds, right?
Foundry.
This is
Foundry? Okay.
All right, a 19.
That hits. That hits.
And here comes the damage. That is 15 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Second attack, also with advantage.
That hits for sure.
That is a
Yep.
23 to hit. And now the damage on that one. That's another 13 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And that's going to end his turn. Now, because he did a reckless attack, you now get advantage on your attacks against him.
You know what? I love advantage.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna attack. We're gonna go attackies on him with advantage.
Double threes.
What?
Yes.
What? Bullshit.
Double threes for the win.
Well, that misses for sure. 22.
22 does hit. 5 more points of damage. Got it.
Glad our best fighter is in the pit.
Give me 1 second here. I gotta look at
Got
something.
anything else?
Yeah.
That's an action. Yeah, I'm gonna burn another key point now and do flurry blows again.
Oh my god.
How many of those do you have, dude?
I have a lot, and for some reason it's freaking broken.
I
So
need to
I
get you
think
those little like fist knives or whatever. What do you call those things?
Brass knuckles.
I have advantage, right? Natural 20.
Oh my
80-20.
god.
Whoa,
Nice.
critical hit. So you guys watch as Elster just kind of waits until Skagar kind of comes forward and feints back and does this kind of spinning back kick. And the whole, you can hear it echo throughout the whole stage, just this crack as he clocks Skagar and does 13 points of damage to him. You can kind of see now his jaw is just sort of slightly off. It looks like you've dislocated it at this point.
Okay. And then
Oh my gosh.
my last attack. Here we go.
On.
Ice cream from the chance.
That hits for sure.
From the thin.
24.
Oh yeah.
Oh, terrible
only
roll.
4 points of damage on that one. All right. He sort of steadies himself, reaches up real quick, and just kind of puts his jaw back into place. Comes towards you. He's going to take his attacks.
I'm about to die, boys.
That is a
Hits.
20 to hit.
Is he still raging, by the way?
I'm gonna use
It
cutting
is
words.
still- you're going to use cutting
So you
words
need
on that?
you need advantage
Yeah.
on your attacks, is that right?
No, that was a reckless attack that he had done.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I don't know how barbarians work or whatever.
You're gonna do cutting words
Scream,
again?
you'll never live this down. Do it anyways, even though that fucking
And a
guard
10.
told me not to.
So that is
That works.
enough to distract him, but at this point, the same guy from the stand stands up to you. He's like, I told you to shut up. I've got money on this. And he reaches forward, and you guys get into a scrum in the stands.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna point at Gaius and
Gaius
say
and Akrus are there. It was him.
And lie.
Roll,
That's amazing.
roll
Do it.
deception
Say
check.
roll a deception check.
No, totally. I'll take on the battle. You just keep
It's a
cutting
16.
words, man.
That's above the 15.
He starts to
I
come
bet
towards
he
you,
believes
Razzler, and
it.
he goes like, kind of gets this look on his face, like, it was you. And he and Gaius get into it. He tackles Gaius. You guys are rolling around in the stands while the fight's going on. All right,
Yes,
here
you
comes the
keep,
second attack.
keep doing the cutting words now. Yeah.
All right, here comes the attack on you. That is a 22 to hit.
That does hit. I'm
Not
okay,
cutting
though.
words that because you've already used it.
Son of a bitch.
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh, 17 points of damage to you.
God, math, guys. Come on. Could you hit me for not carry the
You should
one,
be at
please?
26.
Not carry the one math.
Yeah.
All right.
You
and it
do
is
better,
now
man. Come on.
Your turn.
All right. So, as an action, I would like to use Wholeness of Body and regain 36 hit points.
Oh, that's huge. You just like, so you guys watch. Skagar is these, because you guys, it's like, you know, the 10th round of a Rocky fight, right? They're just like both just kind of beating the crap out of each other. And you watch for a moment as Elster just kind of stops and steadies himself. And you can see some of the bruising go away and some of the cuts begin to heal. Skagar looks at you. He's like, he just looks kind of perplexed as to what just happened. That's your action. Do you have anything else?
I do. I would like to spend one key point and take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
All right, so that gets him what? Disadvantage?
It does give him disadvantage on attacks against me.
All right, it's now his turn. He's going to do reckless attack to negate that, and he's going to have a regular attack on you, which is a 20 to hit. Razzler, you can do it if you want, since Gaius now has your Gaius.
He's distracted.
I'm gonna
I got
do
you
it.
back,
I'm gonna
buddy.
use my last. I'm gonna use my last cutting words.
All right. That is a 5, which drops
enough.
to a 15.
If
Yeah,
I'm
that misses.
if I'm allowed to talk, can I also be like, we Elster, do it for the Razzlers, and give them inspiration?
You can. You can't do both because it's a bonus action.
It's
You
one
want
thing.
inspiration.
Son of a
Yeah.
biscuit. All right, I'll do it. I'll wait until it's Elster's turn to do it.
All right. So the first attack misses, and at this point, the town guard has come to like break up the fight, and they're taking both the spectator and Gaius, and they're like sort of hustling them out of the arena itself outside.
Gaius is going to have to talk his way out of that one.
All right, and here comes the next attack.
Is this a reckless attack again?
Yeah, it's a regular one. 17.
That misses.
Miss. All right, so he swings wildly, and you can tell like it looks like you've broken his nose, and there's just tears kind of streaming from his eyes as he's just sort of a little bit blinded by the pain right now, and he misses completely. And it is now your turn.
I get advantage, correct? Because of
You
reckless
do.
attacks? Okay. So I'm going to aim for the nose that I see is broken.
That does it.
Push his nose into his brain.
5 points.
All right, 5 points of damage.
Okay. Second attack.
Oh shit.
Oh, misses, unfortunately.
9 and
Can
a
I give
4.
him? Can I give him bardic inspiration? Can I say you could do it?
It's the same round, so no.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
the same round. You've already used your reaction.
You gotta use it next time.
I don't think I did use mine already, right?
You got three inspiration points or 2?
I don't know how many I have. I think that got lost. I think I had 1 maybe, but I'm gonna use a key point again and do flurry blows for 2 more attacks.
Okay.
This isn't working. Why does that say that? You control it has
It
more
says
than one
key
item
for
with
flurry
name
of
key.
blows, and then it says key.
It says, well, I did it backwards. So I have to click key
Yeah.
to burn the points automatically in my thing, and then I have to say what I'm using the key for so that we know in chat, right? So when it says key, it's reducing my number by 1 for me. Supposedly, but it's not working. So I'm going to do it manually, and then I'm going to do 2 more attacks.
All right.
With advantage, because he became reckless.
You did.
Missed again. Jeez.
Oh, you got 1 inspiration point, you said.
And
I don't
you
think
are
so.
also starting to feel the effects of this fight. You are starting to wear
Why is
down.
everything miss?
You miss both swings as you kind of swing wildly, and he kind of lumbers forward. At this point, the crowd is kind of getting hushed as they see that both of the combatants are nearing kind of the end of their rope. Skagar is going to move forward, and he's going to take his attack. He's not going to do reckless this time because I really don't want you to have advantage against him.
You don't want me to have advantage on 4 attacks?
Nope. That is an 18 to hit.
That barely hits.
It does barely
But
hit.
I have a bardic friend, and it's a new round. Is he out of points? I don't know.
I am out of cutting words.
All right, let's take it. Here we go.
Here comes the damage.
Take it on the chin.
That is 17 points of damage.
Fucking carry the 1 shit again? Come on, man. 45. All right.
And now here comes the second attack. Oh, that was almost a nat 20. That's a
That
16.
misses.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, that was close.
Wait a second.
All right, that will end his turn. And that brings us to Elster.
All right,
I'm gonna-
we're punching.
Can I use bardic inspiration?
You can, since you haven't done anything this round.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, "You've got this, buddy."
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a good call. I feel like
I feel
this is-
empowered by
He
Razzler.
needs to
I'm
hit
gonna
this
punch.
time.
I'm gonna punch with everything that's in me.
Yes. You kind
And roll a 3.
of miss.
You can still roll a 10 and try
I'm gonna
to...
roll it. I'm gonna
Roll
do
a
it.
D10 and try
I'm
to-
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Also, I'm dumb and I
I
always
rolled a
get
1.
bardic.
Karma, damn it.
Your ears are ringing from just the battering that your head's taking, and you can barely hear Razzler. It's like he's in a well way off somewhere, and it just doesn't really affect you all that much.
I'm just like, I love you, Razzler. And then I'm gonna attack again for my second attack.
And hit him this time.
Oh, and a 3.
Did you see the
What
dice?
the hell,
man?
bro?
All right, I'm gonna burn a key point.
2 flurry blows.
There we go, and we're gonna go flurry of blows, and we're gonna do 2 attacks.
It
worked that time.
It did work that time, yeah. I deleted one of my abilities.
Yes!
That does hit.
Come on, roll a big damage.
Okay,
That
7.
is 7 points of damage. And as you do that, Skagar kind of staggers back, and you can see he's kind of wavering on his feet a little bit.
Okay, final attack.
This is it.
Yes.
That does hit. Oh, 7.
Good hit. 10.
Oh, and you clock him once more, and he staggers backwards, goes down to one knee, and you think he's going to go out for a minute, and he sort of looks back up at you, stands back up, and lumbers forward.
All right.
It is.
I just do the Morpheus. Might have been a mistake. We'll see.
All right, here comes the attack. He's going to go ahead and go reckless. It's all or
Of
nothing.
course. What a dick.
That is a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Here comes the damage.
Oh.
That is
Oh,
12
okay.
points of slashing damage to you.
Okay.
Or
Slashing.
Bludgeoning.
You got fucking nails or something?
I reskinned an axe. Shut up. It's bludgeoning.
That's
damage.
why it's an axe. That's why it's an axe.
That's why it's an axe, yes. All right, here comes his second attack with advantage. 17,
hits.
25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And here comes the damage. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I think I'm at 19. Is that right?
And that ends his turn. He comes forward as he has just hit you with all he's got, and he's just sort of standing there breathing
I'm
heavily.
mostly red.
Breathing heavily in front of you. Go ahead and take your attacks. It is your turn.
With advantage?
Intense.
With advantage.
Thank God.
Okay.
It does hit.
11 points?
And how do you want to do this? As he stumbles backwards.
You exploded him?
I'm gonna go for that leg that I heard crack earlier. Take him down.
All right, so you watch as Elster, as he's sort of just lumbering in front of you, and everyone's sort of just holding their breath as they're like, they can't believe that the 4-time champion is being taken this long. No one's ever done this before. And Elster, you just sort of jump up in the air and you do one of those just kind of straight kicks right to the leg, just kind of, like kind of Karate Kid style, or, go for the leg.
It's a leg!
That's right. Sweep the leg. And you hear and see the crack as the leg just buckles, and Skagar goes down to the ground to one knee, and Elster lands and just backhands across his face, and you can hear the crack just echo across, and his blood just gushes from his nose, and he just kind of falls backwards, and the crowd goes. There's kind of a few seconds of silence, and everyone is just stunned, and then just a roar erupts.
Yes.
Can I use prestidigitation to
Brush off the shoulders again.
shower sparkles all over him to blow up and shower sparkles all over him?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
So, you guys watch as the crowd begins to chant, Elster, Elster, Elster. And he's kind of brought in. There's these big other combatants kind of come in, pick you up, they put you on your shoulders, and they sort of move you around, carry you around the thing, and everyone's kind of throwing flowers and different things at you, different, the little beads they had, they're throwing them at you as you kind of go around the area. And the guy that's the sort of guy that runs the tournament is like, and we have a new champion, Elster! And I was like, ah.
I want to say, out of character, I really appreciate that he's a blood splatter.
He is a blood splatter.
That's
So,
nice.
Yeah.
you are taking Elster out to the front of this area, and you kind of meet back up with 2 of your companions. Gaius is currently in police custody.
I talked my way out of that by now. Come on, I'm a paladin.
You are still in police custody.
He's currently in police.
Oh my God.
And so they bring you out into they kind of carry you through the streets of Waterdeep back to the main sort of market area. And there's this big sort of, one of the larger kind of platforms is there with a single chair in the center. And there's a big banner there that just says, Founders Day Champion, and they sit you there. And there's there's just kind of a time for about 30 or 45 minutes where various nobles and other citizens come by and give you, flowers, necklaces of flowers around your neck, and different, pieces of gold they give you and that sort of thing. Overall, it's about 30 to 40 pieces of gold in total.
Wow.
As this is all happening, you're also given your 1,000 gold piece purse in a little bag, and you're
Nice.
given a little pin that goes almost like a brooch that you can wear on your tunic or your cloak or whatever that says Founders Day Champion.
See, that's what I was looking for earlier.
Yes, that.
You had to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
As this is all kind of going on, at one point you hear just sort of this tick, 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 and you look over, and there is this old man with a long white cane in front of him. His eyes are sort of milked over white, and he's just obviously blind, and he's just sort of using this cane as he comes up to feel his way forward. And he approaches you, and you see he's got this scraggly white hair and this long beard. He's got this maze of tattoos across his face. I'm going to show you what he looks like here.
Yeah. Wow.
So he comes to you.
Holy cow.
Akrus in 20 years.
It'll leave me soon, right?
He comes forward, and he looks at you, and he says, "You fought well, young man."
Thank you.
"What is your name?"
They call me Elster.
He sort of comes forward, and he reaches his hand forward like he wants to kind of touch your face and see what your face feels like, kind of get an idea. He says, "May I?"
Yes. Go for
His
it.
hands kind of come over your face. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Just close my character sheet.
Should never do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
So as he leans forward and he's kind of feeling your face and getting an idea of what your features are, you catch a scent. It's sweet.
Dwarven ass crack.
Close. So the scent that you get is floral and sweet, almost like roses. And he reaches forward and he's feeling of your face and he steps back and he says, "Where are you from, young Elster?"
Well, not many know this, but I'm from just a little north of here. Pretty large port city called Luskin.
And he looks at you. His eyes kind of milked over and he leans forward and he says, "Are you really? Curious." And he steps back and he takes from his pocket a gold chain with a medallion on the end of it. He says, "This was given to me years ago. I want you to have it." He puts it around your neck, sort of dangles there. And he looks at you and he nods and he says, "You fought well." He turns, tick, 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 kind of makes his way across the rest of the stage. Kind of disappears down into the crowd. You kind of look over there a little bit later and he just seems to have melded into the crowd. You can't see him anymore.
Wow.
Okay. Can I expect this medallion? What's it look like?
Yeah, so you look at it. It's a golden chain. It's a circular medallion. And you pick it up, and in the center, it's engraved.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that it is a single yellow rose.
Mm. All right.
Does that mean something to us?
Did I gather any other information about this man or when he was younger? He
From
just looked like an old man. Just from when he coming up and
No, you've never seen him before.
did he look muscular or
You know, I would say based on your perception check, when he was feeling of your face, you could feel
strength?
a wiry strength in his fingers. I mean, he was frail, he's an old man, but you could
Sure.
feel there was strength there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold on to the medallion.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
this is
to
going
wrap
on.
it soon too.
So, and that was actually where I was going to wrap anyway. So with that, you guys spend the rest of the evening celebrating Elster's victory. You do find that one of the other benefits to being the Founders Day champion is that you do get free drinks at all the taverns around town for the next year. So
Deja vu.
Nice.
there's that.
Nice.
Half off
Did this
all the
happen
dwarven-
before? We won a fight and got free drinks?
Half off all the dwarven ladies.
Hey Rick, somebody in chat had a question.
Yes.
Get it?
They want to know if we're going to do another module next or if it's going to go homebrew.
We are doing another, we are transitioning into another module next. But the way I do D&D mostly is I take modules and I customize them for the campaign. So yeah, there will be another module that we're going to be transitioning into probably next session.
So stay tuned because we're
Stay
not going to
tuned.
announce that yet.
Yes. All right.
Good
so
question, Chancey.
as you guys spend the evening celebrating and enjoying the Founders Day festivities, the night goes into the early morning and you find yourselves kind of staggering back after several ales and lots of celebrating to the Sword's Rest. You stumble into the common room and the owners there greet you with a cheer and they sort of congratulate you on your victory and show you up to your rooms. And you guys all crash after a long and eventful day at the Founders Festival. And that is where we will cut it for tonight.